place card.
Yeah, there's the pay sheet.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock, April 30th. I'll call the regular meeting, the Scioto Township Board of Trustees to order. Could everyone please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Terry, would you lead us, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll now have a moment of silence for personal thought and personal reflection. Thank you. All right. Have you guys had a chance to review the meeting minutes from the April 16th regular meeting?
Yeah, I have no corrections or additions.
Yes, all looks good to me.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Yes.
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 April 23rd special meeting.
I don't have any additions or corrections. I
Uh,
make a motion to approve the special meeting minutes.
Second on that, and for discussion, I'd like to wait on that till next meeting. It's all right. I just haven't had
Sure.
a chance to review them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody had a chance to look at the bills?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Motion to approve is submitted?
Second?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. First thing in our open session is we have some representative here from Ohio Cyber Reserve that wish to give us a presentation. So I'll turn the floor over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Hey, good evening, everybody. My name's Craig Baker, and I'm the program manager for the Ohio Cyber Reserve. So I'm not here to sell you anything. Let's be clear first. Everything that we do is free. We're actually a state entity, and what we do is we have 3 different missions. So I'm gonna skip some of this in the name of time, but basically we assist, we educate, and we respond. So you might have, and on the assist, so what we do is like for House Bill 96. Has anybody heard of House Bill 96? You guys know it?
Yeah.
So for House Bill 96, it's basically something that came out that all government entities now have to protect your data. So if they have data, they've got to make sure that it's safe and protected. And that's what House Bill 96 and the state auditor's office at some point is making its way around the state and doing these inspections. And we don't know what the test is, but we have developed a product. We've got a bunch of, guys like these two right here who their entire life have been cyber guys doing all sorts of security work across the world. So, so that's what they bring to the table. And what these guys like this have developed is a product where basically it literally gives you the documentation. You just got to change the words, change the names, fill a few things out, and you can literally, there's your paperwork. But the last thing that you have to do is have an assessment. And that's what we do. And again, everything we do is free. You'll never be charged a penny. We have volunteers, like both of these guys have full-time jobs. And we have 231 to be exact right now. So, and they leave their job for free, and they come and they work. They don't get paid, and then they go home. And they leave you with an assessment, and then House Bill 96, good to go. Now, let me just be clear about that. House Bill 96 and the state auditor's office does not clearly indicate what has to be done. So I take it you're the tech guy, or I'm sorry. So House Bill 96, have you read?
I don't know if he-
take a look at it.
Our IT services are provided by the city of Grove City,
Okay.
and we've entered into an agreement with their recommended provider to do the assessments and help develop
Okay.
the, um, program, I guess, if you will, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
Yep, Todd
they're
Hurley-
writing the
Todd Hurley.
policy.
Yeah, Todd Hurley. and
Yeah,
his group.
Todd
Yep.
Hurley, and,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
through Tracy Janes.
Yep.
Now, I've taken some, Ohio PCI training. I've done the toolkit. And what I need is for the board to authorize either me or somebody else to go further into it and to take, I believe there's a link to it, to take your training in the toolkit.
The link is basically to contact us and then we come out and do the assessment
Yes,
as part of their program.
yes. So that's what I
Yeah.
want the board, I would like the board to do, to give me the ability to do that.
So what you guys would do was once we finish with the stuff from, was it
OPCI.
Falcon?
Well, from, Tracy Janes is, I can't remember the name of her company right now, but it's through Grove City IT.
Okay.
And
'Cause we had to contract with her.
Jay Merrick.
So we would come, after you think you have all your material together,
Mhm.
we're gonna come down and sit down and do an assessment with you. And we can start at a basic or we can broaden that a little bit.
Mhm.
And we're gonna take you through that. An audit, which is what you're preparing for,
Yep.
is give the right answer.
Mhm.
An assessment is, we're gonna ask you the question and maybe you give an answer, that's not quite right.
Mhm.
We're gonna try to help you and help you give you the material so that you're prepared for the audit. So it's as much education as it is taking you through it, showing you examples, especially if you've never been through this before.
Yes, I've never, I know.
It'll help prepare you for what's coming later down the road.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm more worried about a response to a cyber attack than I am a response to the audit.
That's the second mission we did.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
So let's say, I had a school district call me a couple of years ago. I'll say it on there. The only names you hear are the ones that are in the press. So we had a school district that called me a couple of years ago and asked about, hey, we turned our computers on and it said, you've been hacked. You're gonna pay this much. Don't call the FBI and all this other stuff. And so that is an actual legit one. So like City of Cleveland got hit hard, and then one of our teams went up to fix that. So where they show up for about a week. Both of these guys have extensive experience doing that. So if you want to get any of the technical aspects of that, they'd be the guys. But basically what we do is when you've been hacked, we'll come in, we'll help to contain the situation so that more of your systems are not hacked, not attacked. And then we'll help to eradicate and take out the malware and everything else they might put in, and then help you to get set up for recovery. Now, we don't do the recovery because that takes a long period of time. And there's been probably, because if you've been hacked, that means there's something in your system that most likely is gonna have to be updated. So like City of Cleveland, we contained the situation, then we eradicated everything that we could get to in the system. And then basically briefed them on what they had to do to get their system straight and get back online. So we did Cleveland courts, and also Fremont City Schools. So that's a smaller organization, but we did one for them because they were hacked. I think it was $500,000. Somebody wanted in Bitcoin and they didn't pay a penny. So to date, we saved over $10.3 million for ransomware between City of Cleveland and Fremont. Now Columbus, we were in on that one a little bit, but they brought us later in the end and didn't really have much effect because they had already worked for several weeks before we got there. So we can do that as well. And we have teams, we have 7 validated teams. You have 3 that are housed right up here. They're the headquarters for the Columbus team, which this is the leadership team for Columbus. Columbus region, which basically is the middle third of the state going horizontally. And we have all the equipment, we have everything we need, and we've got a lot of experience. Cyber Guardian is an exercise that the University of Cincinnati puts on for us every year. And so we send teams through that for training, and we send teams through that for validation. And they brought people in from Maryland and DC and some other places to actually act as the judges for when we go through that, whether we are able to meet the standards or not. And so we have 7 validated teams across the state. And you have 3, right? Yeah, so they have 3 validated teams that could come up with up to 12 to 13 people. For an organization your size, it wouldn't be that big, but they'll be there for a week. It's free to you. We take care of everything out of our budget. We have a state budget, so you don't have to worry about anything. Our guys just show up and they take care of everything and work with your personnel.
To give you an idea, is if your car got stolen, we're gonna track the guy down, we're gonna get the guy out of the car, and we're gonna give it back to you. If he wrecked it, it's on you to fix it, but you get it back.
Yes.
Much better way to say it.
Good analogy.
So you guys' services augment what we're doing with J Merrick?
If you want us to do that, right?
Okay,
We do not compete with the private sector. That's not our job, but if you want an objective outside entity to come in and say, yeah, you're on track, you're meeting standard, you're doing this, we're happy to help you.
well, this is all new to basically everybody with
With
the
the new House
advent
bill,
of
yeah.
House Bill 96.
The key with House Bill 96 though, that if you do, you have to report that now, right? If you do any cyber incident needs to be reported. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're totally down and out, but if you have an incident where you think some data left or there is an unknown actor in your system, that has to be reported by law now. So part of that is to understand what you need to do and what they're going to ask you so that you meet that requirement.
Circle back a little bit to this assessment, because I think we were the first township. We kind of lead the county in many ways just because we're growing fast and we're closest to the city. And I've talked to several townships around, and they knew about House Bill 96, but they didn't realize the requirements as far as the cybersecurity.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm pretty positive we're the first one that hired a company to do this assessment. So as they reach out to us, see, hey, what have you guys done? I've had 2 different townships now asking, and do you do the assessments? I know you don't compete with private companies, but
We'll happily do the assessment for you, and we will give
it's pretty
you,
intense. Like,
it can be as tense as you want it to be. There's the CPG, which is just a technical term. It's basically 49 questions. It'll take you about 3 hours to go through, and it kind of sets a framework up for get you started, right? And we can come back at another time if once you're ready and you think you filled those gaps in, and we up it a little bit, and it goes to about 106 questions. And these aren't yes no questions. But part of that takes about a day. But where it gets tricky is we're going to ask you to prove it. So you go, oh yeah, I've got that document. Let's see it. So you need to do some preparation to say, hey, I have this policy, I have this material, let's see it. Because we'll go through that with you and say, maybe we need to strengthen that up a little bit. Here's an example of something that we've put together generically. You could fill that in and maybe augment what you already have.
Where we're at right now, we're at the 106 question assessment.
Okay.
So we're moved.
So you're at NIST 171, the basic, yeah.
do you guys go beyond that basic level? Is that
Well,
you said
go all
I
the
guess
way.
as much as we want
If
to.
you go all the way to NIST, a full 800, 171, that's 1,000 questions. And that takes close to a week. I can tell you, unless you're military or doing something with the military or doing something with research, or you're trying for your ISO 9000 certification, probably way beyond what you need. But,
What level would you recommend our township?
I think if you're at 106, 106 questions, I think that's going to be pretty
Sufficient enough.
good. Yeah, because you got to also understand the state auditor's ramping up this program, right? And so we've heard these audits have already taken place, right? There's other entities that have gone out there, and they're trying to figure out and get their people ramped up to know what to ask, right?
The auditor of the state is?
Yes.
See, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
No.
but didn't they say we had until like July 6th or something until it
You have-
implemented the bill or something?
But you have July 6th to have your policies and your procedures.
Everything
and
in
all-
place by
Everything
then.
in place.
Got it. Okay.
They never made the commitment that they were going to audit you on that by that day.
Oh, okay.
They
But that
just
was
said
sort of
that
like
they
the
were-
threshold of July 6th.
Yeah,
So.
you need to have that, and you need
Got
to
it.
start reporting incidents to them or
Got
the
it.
staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And all of that, the state has taken care of through this grant funding, which you guys provide that service.
Correct.
Sounds like
We're all actually part of the line item on the, so we have our own funding completely.
through
We're
House Bill
not a grant.
96.
No, 7 years ago,
Oh.
Senate Bill 52. is
Okay.
what-
Because it kind of felt like, the state passed this thing and it hammers these small governments, and it's really expensive, what we thought. Some of us thought it was really expensive. I knew there was a grant thing out there. I know we couldn't make the timing fit right.
Yeah,
Can't
so
go back and
OBCI
redo it, but
I'm sorry. OPCI is funded by grants. We're a line item in the bill, so we're under the Adjutant General's department. So we're fully funded for years to come.
So we actually report to, the Adjutant General.
So if we could have done this assessment with you, what would it have cost the township?
Zero.
$0.
Everything we do is zero to you. So,
And I would recommend that you know, share that with others, there's the material, but also get that in your cycle, right? My day job is I'm the CIO of the city of Hilliard. These guys train once a month at my facility. I've been in cybersecurity for 30 years, working in a variety of different roles. And these turkeys come in and they'll be like, hey, you know, so it's good. Repetition is good, right? To have professionals and third parties look at your stuff.
So how often is it gonna be required that we go through these assessments and make sure that we're up to date with what we have?
The audits are going to be yearly from the auditor. Your comfort level in that audit or your deficiencies in that audit is where we would come in and help you close those gaps.
How often would the assessment be required? Do we know that yet?
There's no requirement for our assessment,
Oh.
but the audit from the state auditor is every year.
So one way or another, we will get audited on this policy every year.
Yeah, right. But keep in mind, there's a difference between an audit and an assessment. An
Correct.
assessment, our goal is to move you to a successful audit. An audit is an audit.
Yeah,
You
you're
get
gonna
a
get
grade,
dinged
yeah.
or graded or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
So potentially we could need this assessment again next year. So we could use you possibly.
yeah.
in the future.
If there's deficiencies, then we will need
Yeah.
an assessment again next year.
We will give you a grade just like you would an audit, but that's between us and you. We give it to you, we answer your questions, we help you with your material. But as soon as we hand it to you, it's gone. We delete. That's our policy. It's gone. We sign NDAs. We don't disclose that. We won't even say that we've been here. That's our policy. If you tell somebody, that's on you. But we don't say anything about it. It's your material, what we've shared, what we learned about your organization. It's gone. And as many as we do, I can tell you about a week later, I couldn't even tell you I've been here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I guess one of my questions for you gentlemen is with this being new to everybody and we go through this process with J. Merrick or whatever, the clock starts July 6th for reporting stuff, but the audits, I mean, the 2027 audit could hit Scioto Township January 3rd of 2027.
Yeah, whatever your schedule audit. When they could, typically what they're doing this when they do your financial audit.
We get one every year.
They're doing that at the same time.
Okay, so next January, if we contacted you guys and said, hey, we want to do another assessment to prepare for the audit and make sure that we're right, that would be a good idea, bad idea?
Be a good idea, but it's up to you. I mean, if you come clean on this audit and they give you a great report and say everything's good, maybe you don't need it, maybe you skip a year, right? But then you start looking at when you change your systems or when you upgrade things or you change policies or procedures or add things, that's automatically probably a good time to trigger a new one because things have changed.
I mean, in today's digital world, everything changes so fast. It's
And just one point to answer your specific question, the state law, 2018, all state entities have to be at 800-53. So if you want a specific target, that would be a good one to go after.
Okay, that's NIST 850.
800-53.
So that's the assessment, which we may have another one next year. We could reach out to you guys. But from what I've learned with Prairie Township, they went through this process first with J. Merrick, the company we hired. It cost them what it cost them. They thought that would be the end of it, but then it was another, basically the same thing again, 18,000 something around that for the mitigation. Do you guys help with mitigation too?
We don't. We give you a roadmap on closing that up, on how you would do it, but we don't do that work for you.
Okay.
So for example, a big part of an assessment is we're gonna go through your inventory, right? Of your electronics, I'm not looking for them, but I'm gonna ask you to show me your database. Who's got what? How do you know that is up to date and been patched? How do you do those things? And you say, we don't have any of that. Well, here's a line item, this is something you need to work on to close it up, right?
But we do have a service after the assessment where if you have deficiencies in your assessment, you're gonna do the work. We'll tell you what you have to do. You have to do it, then we will meet with you and say, yeah, that looks good, you're going down the right path. For example, if you need like a data flow diagram for everything that's in your network, we're not doing that for you. You do the work, but we'll tell you how to do it, and then we'll say, yep, you did it right. And then, so we do offer that, but we don't come in and take the place of a contractor or private industry.
I see.
Because
Or
one of the
work with
things
your
is,
IT department.
one of the things that's confusing to me about all this is all of our servers, all the data and everything is stored on servers at the city. Yeah, but it's at the city of Grove City.
Mhm.
So that gets confusing to me as whose policy that falls under.
So you're the data owner,
Okay,
okay? So you're
Own the data,
responsible for
yeah.
that data. So, but you have a contract or an agreement with a third party to do certain things. So a lot of that can be checked off based on how that policy works or what they're doing. So we could go and say, hey, what does that agreement look like? So is it behind a key card access that could be audited so that you can show logs who has physical access to that device? Can you show me the key card logs of who's been in that room? Do you have a camera monitoring that so you can see what they did once they went in? We check those boxes. Yes, they can prove all of those things. That's not your responsibility, but you've asked those questions and you've got attestation from your third party.
See, that's what's odd because, like, Grove City IT was assessed by this same company
Yep.
when they went through this process with Prairie.
Yep.
And then we were asked to do the same assessment and pay the same thing for the same exact assessment that was done by that Prairie paid for the same Grove City IT.
Yeah, I couldn't
So I'm
comment
very
on,
confused.
I couldn't comment on what that entity did. I haven't said it or haven't read it. But there are different components. There is the components of data that you have at the server at Grove City, but there's a computer sitting right there. I'm imagining in this offices, there's other computers around here. Those are all included in that assessment of how you handle that and the data that you're handling here, right?
How we get it to their server.
Right.
Because every organization has different components in it.
Right.
So that's why we are being charged a different rate because we are a different organization.
Yeah, we was charged identical, the same. I don't
know
guys,
if it
I'm
was
just thinking
identical.
we got to save for the
Well, I
future.
can tell
We
you,
have
we
something
will
here
charge you
paid
the exact
by the
same
state,
price that we charge everybody, and that's zero.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm glad you guys are.
You mentioned NDAs. We won't sign no NDAs from the township side, right?
You sign the NDA that's from us. We're going to say, hey, look, we're not
disclose anything.
We're not disclosing anything about what we get in the assessment. We're not disclosing anything, and we get that back and forth to you.
Yeah, you
It's
guys may
on
not
us
be aware.
to-
NDA is a dirty word around here because we're dealing with big
Absolutely.
development.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about a developer NDA. We're talking about protecting
So
the
this is the
personal
good part of the
information
NDA.
of-
Yeah, this protects you.
This is a good
Okay.
one.
This is
Yeah.
designed to
Okay.
protect
I
you.
just want to make
And
sure
our
you clarify
employees.
that. So
Yeah,
Yes.
the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want that stuff getting out
Well,
to the
we
public.
could see things during this assessment that we need to be responsible for, and you need to be comfortable with us seeing that data, right?
Right.
So we sign that so that you have protections. Keep in mind, in the House bill, there is an explicit exception from public records request around cybersecurity, policies, procedures, and the technology you use. And we're seeing that across the board with public records request to organizations and AI using that, being turned around and using that as a vehicle to attack that organization.
Yeah, because a bad actor could do a public records request on something to do with cybersecurity, then use that information to get a
That's why
worm
it was
into the system.
explicitly excluded from the public records request.
That's good.
And all of our personnel are on the same NDA. All of
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Great.
But you can't join unless you're willing to sign the NDA.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, we kind
Please.
of.
We just had some questions, so.
I recognize when you need, who you need to talk to. My ego's not in the room, so.
The guy's doing the work.
Right, they do the work. I'm the
Yeah.
program manager, so, I watch the money and make sure that, the good idea ferry is contained. So,
Yeah, when
these
I
guys
went
are
through
the
the
ones that do work.
toolkit, it was interesting, extremely interesting. I'd like to go through and take more of the training, but I just
recommend that
need,
you do.
yes.
Yeah.
And, but I've got an OPCI bulletin here, and it's got different trainings here. Gateway 1 core, Gateway 2 standard, Gateway 3 advanced.
Mhm.
What would you recommend that somebody like me would start with?
Start in the beginning,
Start with the core?
start with the core.
Okay,
And work your way through. That's
Okay.
all online training, self-paced,
okay.
right? It's free training.
okay,
You're gonna recognize some training in there also that is good for everybody.
Mhm.
And when you're taking this through as the lead, you can say, email and phishing training, what to click, what not to
Yes,
click. That's
yes,
something you can
yes.
recommend maybe to the rest of your body that says, hey, this is probably good for the fire chief as well, right? And everybody kind of gets that consistency. And that's something you don't have to pay for, that training, right? And that meets your, one of your requirements that your personnel takes specific cybersecururity training.
What do we need to, I guess we'll do that later, but we would have to make a motion
I don't
to,
know if you need to make a motion or not. You just say, okay, go ahead and start the training.
I think it's great.
So,
Have him do that.
and everybody can. It's not just me. It's, there's more than one person in an organization can take it.
Everybody can take it
So,
within your organization.
yeah, it would help everybody.
Yeah.
The more the better.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The point of me,
it's
Dad.
open to the public as well. I mean, there's some very good cyber hygiene
It's IT stuff goes over
information
my
in there
head.
that can help you. Specifically, some of the fraud we're seeing against older adults, et cetera, so.
Well, up until 18 and 19, we had our server in the basement of the original firehouse, so
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
could tell you that
So
we've come a
that's-
long way,
that's-
so.
yes.
I'm relatively new to government, and there's something about government entities that like to put their electronics really close to water, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, the basement flooded. Yeah, the basement flooded.
Right,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what would we need to do to move forward with you guys to, I'm sure you're busy, but like when we're done with the assessment, we'd love to have you guys, I mean, at least I would. These guys feel about, but have you guys take a look at it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Here's
Yeah.
one of them.
I won't bother. These, but I'll leave a bunch of them here. And, but ohcr.ohio.gov. And so the process for if you, whoa, almost knocked that over. That would have been bad. So the process, that's what this is. So if you do get hacked, okay, this will tell you to call what's called the Ohio Cyber Integration Center.
I've got one of those already.
Okay, you got one of these?
One of those.
Okay.
He got excited when I
So-
asked to put this on the agenda. He's, I took that class. I was surprised.
So, this was created between us and Homeland. So, so what this does is it tells you not only what's gonna happen, but it gives you the questions on the back that you need to be prepared to give when you call. Now, they're gonna anonymize everything, so if whatever you say here is not gonna be given to anybody. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay in the OKIC. It won't go anywhere. All those people are under an NDA also. I know, because I was involved in the NDA process. So there's the program manager piece. You see, like they do that stuff. I do the behind the scenes.
You can
stuff.
leave some of those here, right? For
Yeah,
anyone in the room to. Okay.
So you can just answer those questions, and then they'll talk you right through the process. And then one of our guys, like one of these two specifically, would be on a phone call with you, and they would go over your problems with you, help them to understand what is going on, and then they'll bring their team out. And again, free to you. And
So-
those guys, and that costs. So one of our guys I was talking to that did the IR piece for a long time, and it was like $600 per hour per person. It's on site.
Yeah, that's.
And our standard team is 12.
So let's say that he comes in one day and logs in Cause he's on the system,
Every day almost.
or
Right.
one of those
right.
two
He
gentlemen
handles
on
all
the
the
system way
numbers
more
and
than
all that
that.
for the township.
And they just think something looks a little off. Could they call you and say,
And if you want an assessment, you're already in contact with Kevin, I think.
Yeah, I've been talking to Kevin.
Contact him, you say, I want someone to come out, usually comes out at least to get pairs, we always go in pairs. And they'll come out, schedule a date, put together a team, and we can come assess you whenever you want.
Great.
Or you can go to the website and request it that way. If
Is-
it's already contact, you can say, I want that, you have it.
Is this their phone number, right? Is this like hotline you call at 3 in the morning or no? Like 24/7 it's
Yeah,
on?
That's the staff, right?
That's the okay.
Okay.
Okay. Not that we would need that, but I mean,
Hope not.
Terry calls at 3 in the morning and I'm like, it's not a funeral
Usually
burial
won't be
call. so-
on the system at 3 in the morning.
Right, I would
Every
hope.
one of them that we've done has started Saturday. Don't ask me why, I swear they put it on their calendar, Saturday, we're gonna get them today.
That's because on Friday nights, all the IT people go home, and so if you're a bad guy, when you wanna go to work, you wanna go to work Friday night.
Makes sense.
Then they discover it sometime on Saturday or Sunday.
Give the weekend, they can get as much as they can. but
Yeah.
You guys stop.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, it seems like a really valuable resource. So we appreciate you guys taking the time to come
Yeah,
out.
absolutely, yeah.
And so the OPCI does more of the training stuff. So they have a couple of things they do, but we do the person to person. So that's kind of the difference. They have a little bit of that, but we've been doing the person to person since they were here before me, so it's like 7 years.
Which one is that?
OPCI, that's down in Cincy.
Okay, did you give us contact for that? as
No.
well?
No,
We just
that's
go
not-
through you for all of this stuff?
Well, the OPCI, he knows how to
I've
get
got
hold of
that.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got it.
They do a lot of online training,
Hmm.
which is good to get ready to get started, but when you're ready for face to face and you can start looking at your artifacts, give us a call and we'll come down and help.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
That's Homeland Security, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Not Homeland on
combination. It's in the
Netflix,
basement.
okay.
So Beetler Armory is the state headquarters,
Oh, okay.
and it's in the basement of that building. It's like right below me and down about 50 feet.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's in the building. We built it just this past, finished it last year. So it's got soon to be 4, 5, 6 employees down there.
Oh, okay.
So, and this is what they do. They're all Intel analysts. So they've been through all that before. They work for the Homeland Security as well, because they came
Mhm.
from Homeland to us to fill those jobs.
Well, thank you very much. Very insightful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we get the word out. You guys are
Yes,
here to
please
help.
do. The more people that will sign up for this.
You gonna take your laptop and see if we can break into it?
Well,
That's
We'll
our
call
he
you
was having
tomorrow.
enough, he was having enough trouble with the port security on it.
One of our major objectives is to make sure that Ohio itself is hardened, because one of the biggest attackers are criminal organizations that want money. And they go after weak, or
Absolute
small-
entities,
small
yeah.
Entities,
Yeah.
and they go after them, and they really get hack them. So if we can protect Ohio by uplifting everyone's skill set. It's good to read and get involved at a strong basic level, then we become undesirable targets.
I like
So they
that.
have to
Yeah,
spend,
absolutely.
because they're criminals, but they run it like a business, so
Mm-hmm.
if they have to spend, this guy has to spend 12 hours to break into Scioto Township, or 45 minutes to break into some county in Kentucky, where are they gonna put their resources?
yeah,
Right here.
So yes, please do spread the word, because
Absolutely.
the more we can do that, the better, and the better Ohio will be overall.
Quick question, does Hollywood get it right at all? Like, is there really rooms full of these hackers that are just working to,
Yes.
like, mining this stuff, huh?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Really?
The other one just tries to, they just try to call you up and say, hey, or
Is that
send you
other-
an email link and you click it.
Is that your court?
is that a
sir, or
record
no?
yours?
That's
That's
Um,
okay. Yeah.
some of them just sitting there like on a call center. They can call you up and, hey, can you buy so many of, coupons or gift cards? And, that's their hack. They're not actually getting into your computer, they're getting into you.
If you're free
Well,
in
I've
July-
had-
If you're free in July, come to Cincinnati on the VIP, get you set up for the VIP, you can see real world red on blue, which is where we practice.
It's really cool.
I'm
I've
sure
had
it is,
several
gentlemen.
emails that this is a small organization, and I've had several emails from actors who have said, well, I've changed my direct deposit account.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I know the people here, so I just
Yes,
You call them.
trash the junk, yes.
yeah. But if someone,
Now,
Take
should
your
I
lead.
get a hold of Homeland Security if I get something like that? Is that big enough to contact somebody?
Typically email like that, no, because I mean,
Okay.
across the state, across the organizations, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of those a
Okay,
day,
okay,
right?
Okay.
Now, if you
Oh.
click it and start seeing anomalous
No,
behavior,
I trash it.
yeah, that's
Yes.
when
Right,
things get
that's-
interesting.
but it's good to train people not to click the links,
Mhm.
because 80% of all intrusions occur through human error.
Oh,
So, you know, if you can.
that's when my mother has 18 Facebook accounts. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
At 82.
Right.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
I'm never gonna get those gift cards I paid for.
Lance is here, by the way.
Okay,
I told him we get him here quicker than better. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I just going forward, forget, just have Terry go ahead and start the training. They said we don't need a resolution, or he said, but just go ahead and,
Absolutely. We give you the authority, Terry.
Okay.
Can
All
we
right.
get that where we could circulate it like
Yeah.
to the
Yes.
anybody wants
Yes,
to
I
take
can
it?
get you the information and people can, if they want to, they can start it.
Okay. Yeah. Just send us all the link.
Yes.
Thank you.
all right, Lance.
Sure.
Lance reached out today on an email, and I told him, "Hey, there's a trustee meeting. Just show up." And he's go ahead. You can let us know who you are and all that stuff.
Yeah, I work for a GPD group. We're a design consultant engineer. And we've worked with the township in the past, on road construction projects. Quite often we're helping them, get, OPWC funding for the construction projects. And what I submitted a proposal to, I think it was last August, and just, obviously we didn't do anything last year. It's just, it reached out today to inquire what the township is thinking about doing this year, moving forward, if you were gonna go after any OPWC funding or not.
I know before we didn't score. We didn't get the.
We
it was
never
Gibson
applied.
Road.
We never applied for the one he's referring to. It was for Burgett Road.
For Brigette
Yeah,
last year, we didn't.
We never.
we
But
didn't go after-
prior to that, we had one a phase something on Gibson, right? And we didn't
Correct.
qualify for that. Is
The,
what
la-
I
the
mean.
last phase, yeah, the most
We
southern
didn't. We didn't
phase
get
of
it
Gibson,
approved or
they-
something. Some didn't approve it.
They were not, yeah, they did not.
They didn't award
the
it.
funding.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
But for all the previous phases of Gibson Road.
Yeah,
they were-
but,
there was funding for all of those.
With that being said, could we reapply for the Gibson Road thing? 'Cause I know that's pretty bad. Or did you think we should just go at Brigette and see where we're at?
You're probably better off going for Brigette
Okay.
or there's still that one stretch of Gibson Road that got skipped over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think you'd have a better chance there. The reason that it scored low, the southern port, so all the other portions always received funding because it was looked at as a connection between the two state routes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head.
316
Three-
and
yeah,
762.
Yes, 316 and 716. So this last portion was south of 316.
316. Oh, okay.
And so it was looked at as more residential than
A thorough way
like,
to each
correct.
state route. Got it.
Correct.
Well, this one between 316 and 762, there are you talking about that
16.
316 and 762?
There's
Yeah,
one
the
stretch
one
still
he's
that
talking
never
about
got
is
Yeah,
right
done.
there
south
above
of
your
that.
house.
Oh, okay.
The one that we applied for, we've done this probably 5-6 times.
Yeah,
And been awarded funding on all the phases, but the one
The last
south
one.
of 316 did not.
South of 316.
And we got turned down for one of the ones because they said it was too large.
Yeah,
Oh, prior,
That
and then we broke it
project.
up into phases.
right. We had to break it into different phases.
Yep.
So the last section north of 316, about 3/4 mile north of Walker,
Right. That's
what happened with that?
okay.
'Cause
So
that's
this
a real
was,
big-
this was
The
before
board
my
of tru-
time,
The
but
board of
my
trustees at the time
Yep.
passed a resolution to not finish that section of road. I wasn't on the board, but I remember because I sat in the meetings. They passed a resolution not to finish that phase because they were worried about an annexation
Right.
from the village and they didn't
Okay.
want to spend township money to do that. So that's why they started at that property line there. I believe it's her. No.
No.
North
Right,
there.
just north of Keith, just north of Keith's house. That lady was in here.
Monica's house.
That's her husband there in the
Keith and
blue
Monica.
cap.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
property north of them is,
It's like we're in the courtroom.
Yeah, that's Mr. Frank there.
Oh,
So.
she's on her Zoom recently.
yes, at their property line. That's why it was, because that was where the annexation was proposed to end.
Okay.
So we skipped over a portion one year because they were anticipating there was a chance it was going to get annexed and
Yeah.
didn't want to use the township funds for a portion that
For them to
somebody
rip
else
it back
did.
up and do whatever
Right.
they're going to do.
Well,
Well, now
just
that
to
that's
lose
in the past and there's zero
Oh
chance
no,
of that
absolutely.
happening,
I mean, I'm all for going
what are we
putting that
doing
back
now?
in for that Gibson Road between
That
seven
was
six two
in-
and 316.
Well,
That was a
that
few years ago.
That was in the stuff that I had, but you know, that's,
So is there funding for that as well?
what,
For that last section we just mentioned? Is,
Well,
You could
he
apply for it.
applied
but-
for the grant.
Yeah, I work for a private consultant. The township has just hired us in the past
Past.
to
Okay.
help
I'm
You're
the
the
new guy.
Yeah, I know.
If you haven't noticed.
Yes.
You're the engineer,
there was
right?
a-
Yes.
You're the
Right.
engineer
So, yeah,
company.
GPD's the engineer
We
that
are the
does the
engineer
Got it,
that,
yeah.
do the design.
qualifies.
So up front, we prepare the OPWC application for funding, and then we also do the design work and design the plans,
and, and on that section last year,
and we do the inspection too. We
Yeah.
just do not do the actual construction.
on the section last year on Burgett Road, when we got your estimate for engineering and that services, we were a little bit taken back by the price,
Okay.
and we asked Pickaway County engineer for his opinion on the price,
Okay.
and he never got back with us until December, so we never,
Okay.
Followed
just-
up with that
yeah.
because it was too late.
yeah.
Okay.
I personally would like to get Gibson Road done. I hear from a lot of people that say that section between the phases we did, but then there's that one that sort of is original, even though they went way deeper when that road was built. I would like to get that done. I mean,
How about
that's
the section there in front of Bruce Moore's house, just north of Corey's.
yeah,
It's north of
yeah, the
Walker.
part that has not been done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, I think
that,
it's like,
I'm just clarifying.
it's
not
about-
the
Yeah,
front,
absolutely,
not
yes.
the south
it's
end.
about 900
Right, not
to
the
1,000
south of
feet.
316. No, we
Right.
applied for that. We've been denied that. Let's not go down that race again. So, and you say it's a better rating anyway, but between the state routes, right?
Yeah.
Instead of south of 316.
I would think. Oh yeah, instead of south of 316
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think, I think I've said to you in the past, Chris Mullins, the county engineer, I recommend talking to him. Picking his brain because he's on he's one of the deciders on the
Yeah,
board
he's on the
for
selection board.
on the selection committee. So typically, if he is on board with your project, you have a pretty good chance of getting funded. And if he doesn't think it's a good choice,
Is it past the deadline for this year to
No,
sort of?
they're due
no, we
in
got plenty of time
November.
for this year. Yeah, it's November.
Okay,
And how much time would you need to do the engineering? Or is that after that
that's
deadline?
after we get the bid and it's approved, right?
If I remember right, they
We can
work
do it
on it
different ways.
simultaneously.
Yeah, we can do it different ways. It depends how quickly you want it built. So right, the way we proposed it last year was because we understood that you wanted to get Burgett Road built last year, or this year, 2026, was we were gonna do the funding application, and then while we were waiting to hear on the funding application, we were gonna do the design work and
Okay.
have it designed.
So they don't make you get all that done first? Like,
Not before we do the funding
'cause,
application.
yeah, that would be a big
So
expense, not knowing. whether you-
exactly.
Well, and the
Right.
other,
No,
right,
that
that's
is-
where you need to know if the township wants to go forward with the project eventually, no matter what. It's like, we could just do the funding application and you could hold off on design completely until after you find out if you're awarded the funding, but then it's gonna push you another year back of construction. So you can kind of do it either
So
way.
you're saying get a hold of Chris Mullins and say, hey, look, we're trying to
Here's
get
the
this.
two things we're thinking about. He'll
Got
probably.
it. I shot him an email actually tonight before the meeting. Him and
Mhm.
Stan somebody or Smith. There's 3 guys down there,
Okay,
and one of them's with the highway road work. I don't know. I have all 3 of them, and
Steve
Yeah,
Smith
that's
is
it.
over the highway department.
I mean, I don't think
Chris
he's gonna
Mullins is the
if you
county
just,
engineer, and Anthony Neff.
Anthony
is
Neff. That's
the
who I
assistant
emailed all 3 of them and asked, is
Okay.
it too late to throw a road at them to see if they could do it for the township, or bid? I don't know if it's too late for this year or not. You know what I mean?
For OPWC funding?
No.
Or for?
Just for the county
Oh,
to
for
do
the
it.
county, yeah, that's
Because
the
their
question for
engineering
them.
service, yeah, and I'm
Right.
waiting for an email back, and I'm sure I'll
Right.
hear from them tomorrow or maybe Monday. But
Okay.
and I'll call Chris and have a conversation with him. So we're not wasting our time, and we're not wasting your time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right, yeah, Chris isn't gonna just, like, if you say, hey, what should we do? He's probably not gonna tell you, but if you say, here's one or two, like 2-3 ideas that we
right,
have,
here's 3
which
projects.
of these
Which
do you
one do
think
you?
would score well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Then he's gonna give you honest feedback.
Okay, yeah. Chris is great to work
He's
with.
already recommended the Briquette Road project.
Yeah, which is why we put a fee together last year.
Yeah.
He said that was a good one.
Maybe
So really, you guys just need to discuss internally and decide, number one, do you want to use GPD? And then if you do, which project do you want to go after?
question about Burgett.
Yeah.
And I discussed this with our road employee supervisor earlier, and the drainage on that road is like really tough. Yeah, it's a weird elevation. And do you guys also look at that? I'm sure you do.
Yes, that would be part of.
So we don't want to spend all the money improving the
It
road.
would
Part of
not just
milling
be
it
the
out and
pavement.
fixing the
Part
drainage
of
on
the
it.
project is to
Yeah.
look at all the ditches, the roadside ditches, and fix all that. Yes,
Grade it all and figure out, yeah.
And he walked
we met
Briquette
on
Road with
site.
us last year, and
So he's pretty aware of.
I met with Ron and Bart
yes,
out there last year. And
Do you have any? Well, you probably looked at so many roads since then, but do you remember what your thoughts were on the drainage issue there?
It looked to me like there was enough elevation drop that you could make it work. The ditches that are out there are just flat and have been, filled in over time with sediment, and that it didn't appear to me that it would be like impossible to fix. Like, cause as you go, I think it's to the west, it drops to the west towards the farm fields there. So I don't see why we couldn't grade, you get positive drainage with grading the ditches. Now and I think that was in our proposal, you're gonna need to get some right of way for the ditches, cause right now I think it's only 16 and a half feet of right of way each side of, the center
from the
line
center
of the
road,
road.
each side out.
So that's part
Not
of the issue,
a
is
lot
that
of
right now
room.
there's not
Yeah.
even room to put a ditch in there.
Yeah.
The ditch is probably already off the right of way.
Yeah, the existing one probably already is, and it's not
Add
graded
insult
the
to
way
injury,
you want
right?
now.
Yeah.
And the south side though was mostly wooded and farm, so it seemed to me like you could potentially you're gonna have to collect stuff on the north side, but you could try to keep those ditches smaller to not impact the residential properties as much. Try to keep that as minimal as possible, and then take the water to the south side where it's woods and farm field.
So what is your suggestion? The Gibson Road or the Briquette?
I think either one actually would work,
Okay.
whichever is more of a priority. Because I think last year we talked to Mr. Mullins, and he was on board with Briquette, but every time we've gone after Gibson, other than the south of 316, they've always been awarded funding
Right,
too.
right. We've done
And this is a
multiple
gap
phases.
that it should be looked favorably, that it's closing a gap that you've already done work north and south of
Right,
that
right.
portion.
I
So
mean, people comment all the time.
It's
I happen to live on
dangerous.
Gibson, but it's like anybody that drives down that road.
Right.
Why is
There was a
people are
reason.
confused. There was
Yep.
a reason at the time.
Yep.
That reason's no longer there. So I
Right.
think we need to really look at that.
So like I said, it's really talk internally. We can help you guys, help the township out with either project, whichever way you want to go.
What's the drop dead date that you would have to start on a funding application and engineering? Because at this point, whatever we do, we're gonna be looking at a project for either one of these roads, we're looking at probably 27. The time you get funding,
Oh, for sure, because
Yeah,
the funding,
the whole
the
process.
funding we don't even apply for until November.
yeah, and it's
So,
not
'cause it's once
officially
a year.
awarded till
You're not going to find
July of
You're right. You
June,
can't
July
actually
of-
award the project till July of the following year, and that's
Yeah.
why you have to. If you want to do it that following year, we need to do the design while we're waiting to hear on the funding. Because
Absolutely.
otherwise, it's already too late to award it for that year. If you don't mind waiting for another year, then we can.
So in all reality, we're looking at probably August of 2027 to start, if we go through this process
And it's approved.
and it's approved. We're looking at July to August of 2027 to be able to go out to bid.
You would, you cannot award it until July. You would want to be ready to bid like right as soon as possible there.
Got it.
Sometimes you know ahead of time that you're going to get funded and you can actually go put it out to bid like you could put it out to bid like in June. You just can't award
Anything
Until
until
after.
until
afterwards.
July. That's when the funds are available. So you can't like award the contract until July 1.
And do you know the percentage, like the GPD or the percentage the township pays compared to the other grant that kicks in? What is the grant amount? Is that like a percentage or something?
Oh, I'm trying to remember how we've done it
See,
in
I've
the
never been
past.
over the road, so
Um,
I just know it's a substantial savings before when we did the
Correct. I
phases
think
on
it's, If I'm
Gibson.
not mistaken, it's 20% township and 80%.
Yeah, so it's
about
Is that
15
what it
to
was?
20, yes.
oh yeah, it's a huge
And
cost.
how much of that
savings.
is the zero interest loan?
It's whatever the township applies for. All towns, usually in the past, the township has applied for a zero interest loan on all of its percentage that it's responsible for.
Okay.
But
So
there's-
the township pays
but
about
there's also
20%,
grant.
right, Lance?
That's
Around
my
20%?
recollection, yes.
Okay. I mean, that's a
Plus-
substantial savings.
Plus engineering costs.
Well,
No, that's
Yes.
within that.
Engineering cost the township pays.
yeah, engineering.
That's
costs
kind of where you have that
township.
balance of
Okay.
you
Right.
can do roads without nothing against you.
Right, no,
You do a great
correct.
job.
Yeah,
That's
but if
kind
they're
of the
funding 80%
dynamic
of it,
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
For
a lot
sure.
more. You got to meet a higher bar to get that funding. You got to full engineering and all
Yes.
that. Where some roads we can simply take contractor,
Yeah.
do the work,
For sure.
like in-house engineering or whatever.
Yep. Particularly with like repair versus
Right.
like we're on Brigette, you've got the drainage issues.
Hmm.
In my opinion, you want survey and you want to like
Right,
figure
make
out
sure,
what we have
yeah.
to do to get the water from here to here and get it all to grade. If you have places where it's literally just pavement and you don't need much outside of that, that's where you can just
Savings.
hire somebody directly to.
Okay. While you're here, this last meeting we had someone present to us about a road assessment report.
Okay.
Do you guys provide any service like that? Like go out and assess all of our roads so we get a grading schedule from worst to best, and we can prioritize off of
I'm
that.
pretty sure that we do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I don't personally do that, but the GPD does. Yes.
Are you pretty
Okay.
big firm?
Yes.
Different.
We are. We're
you
pretty
guys do.
big.
Okay.
The headquarters is in Akron, but Columbus is the second biggest office, which is
Got it.
where I work from.
Okay.
Well, Lance, if you give us a few weeks, we'll get a hold of Mullins and all that and
Yeah.
sort of kick around the idea and see which road we want to sort of apply for, so.
Yeah, if we knew probably, late June, early July would be time for us to put a proposal together and get it in time. Because like I said, November is the date that you have to get your application in
Got
if
it.
you're going for the
Okay.
funding.
Did you have any numbers of engineering costs back then for Brigette, like roundabout?
I don't know. I don't have it on me, but I can send you the.
It was
proposal.
around $100,000 for their services to prepare the grant and do the engineering
for Brigette.
for yet.
Okay.
And so
Nice.
if you want, and if we still on that proposal we've already submitted to you, and if you want to go with Gibson, we would do a different proposal
Got it.
and put that together.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
Andy.
sure.
Yeah, have a nice night.
Yep. Thank
I
you.
have that.
Yeah,
I
thanks
can
for
send
coming
it. I
in
think I
short
still have that
notice.
email.
Got the
yeah,
email
sure.
today. That was perfect timing. I'm like, come to the meeting.
I was like, I didn't expect that. I was just curious what you guys were thinking. and you're like,
Right,
yeah,
no,
come to the
absolutely,
meeting.
yeah. We
Fill
can
out
use all the help we
paperwork
can
to apply
get,
for
so.
the
Okay.
PWC and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy.
Doesn't
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see ya.
Expected for the engineering.
All right. Moving forward, department updates. Chief Klein.
Yeah, it made you wait this long. in a
One of
while.
your groupies is here. Deb in the corner.
All right, before I forget, did you guys get that email about flood mitigation from the EMA?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
just want to make sure you got it. She sent it in to us to make sure to check with everybody. Engine tanker 402 is repaired, it's done. It's sitting in Washington Courthouse right now. We're picking it up tomorrow. It can be washed for 24 hours, so we left it down there to pick up. That was the windshield and the mirror on that. 2 and 3 unit crews, they were out at the High Fire Academy. I'm sure you guys saw the pictures. They had really good fire training out there. 1 unit will be going tomorrow. I'm going out there tomorrow with them for a little bit. So. It's not just fire, they've been doing a lot of other scenarios, so I'm kinda happy with that. Garage doors, all that kind of stuff.
All
Um,
free training, right?
Oh,
Free.
yeah. it's
Oh
free.
yeah, that's great. Absolutely.
The only thing that's not free, I don't pull people off duty to do it, or on duty to do it.
Oh, okay.
They're doing it
Right.
on their off days.
Okay, no, that's good. Absolutely.
Myself and Chief Bennett, we went down to the Ohio Fire Prevention Association meeting today and talked to Columbia Gas. They gave a lecture on safety and their lower explosive limit stuff and their meters and what they look for, what kind of readings they look for. It was pretty informative. Like a resolution to hire Gideon Dixon and Adam Trissler for part-time contingent spots.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
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 And those two, I'm not assigning anything yet. I'm gonna do exactly like I did with the last two. They're gonna train, and when every 6-day spot opens up, they're gonna move into that. That way they're already ready to go. We don't have
Right.
to lapse in training on them.
No, that makes sense.
Touch truck and extrication demonstration, we're setting it up right now. I've got, our captains reached out to MedFlight to have a helicopter. The sheriff's office is bringing their MRAP and their Hummer. We'll have our trucks, and I'm gonna reach out to Jackson to bring a truck down. But we'll definitely have something going on at homecoming on Saturday at 2:00. So that's all I've got. We've been pretty steady. Nothing spectacular, but steady.
I know that other event you all do in August at Scioto
With the
Middle
schools.
School.
Mhm.
Yeah, with helicopters and all that.
Yeah, Grant Saheda heads it up. He does a really
Yeah,
good
give
job with it.
free school supplies to the kids and all that. Pretty good event
Yep.
for the
It was
community.
a good turnout last year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Guys, anything for me?
Chief, do you have any update for the cell tower?
Um,
A lot of people
So-
have been asking.
So they paid their option. They're writing that they wrote the check today. It's getting sent to the Board of Trustees, Scioto Township.
Mhm.
They've done boring samples, but that's about it. They haven't continued on with it. They still have to get zoning with the village.
Right.
So until that's done, it's a moot point. I can't push it at all. And I don't know what the zoning process would be, if it's 3 meetings or what, but they did reach out to me and ask who zoning went through. So they're aware of it.
Is out there.
And it's all on
And we
them.
don't have any, we don't have to participate in that
No.
process. They'll handle all
No,
the application.
AT&T, that's all in them.
Okay.
It's in the contract that they're responsible for the zoning.
Mm-hmm.
Have they told you anything like what the residents, any proximity to it, what cell phone service?
The cell phone
improvements will
tower
be
is, my understanding is going to be tilted, correct? So even people at Walker Point can have that service.
So that's how they're doing them now. They're,
Okay, yeah.
they're
Newer
took a little bit,
technology.
So closer homes receive service.
Hmm.
The tower's actually AT&T, but then you have other.
Multiple carriers that can connect to that too, which is nice.
They'll co-locate on the
Do
tower.
that.
Yeah.
That's why they build them. They make money off having different providers co-locate on them.
So it's no longer, this is the tower and it's exactly.
2 mile radius.
around,
No, that's
pointed
so.
toward the house. It's
That's
not shooting.
2018
They're
stuff.
gonna
so-
do what benefits
Yeah,
their
I wouldn't
customers
get
and where
nothing.
they have the most cell phone coverage, so, or where they're lapsing in
Absolutely.
cell phone coverage.
Where we're at, where we live, I'm in a total red spot. If I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, I'm
That's all I
completely
am.
dead.
I'm on
No
Wi-Fi calling
communication.
all the time.
Yeah.
You're at the same thing.
It'll be nice once it's up and
Yeah.
ready and working.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything, Chief. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
All right, have a good
Absolutely,
evening.
sir. Yes,
too.
you too.
Travis is on vacation. One of you gentlemen wanna read
Yes.
his report?
His zoning report, Travis isn't here tonight. He's on vacation. Zoning board meeting, April 21st. 20.
Too
Oh,
many
he put an
zeros.
extra 0.
Yeah.
2026. Received the solar text from Pete. Pete and legal discussed it and answered some questions that legal had. Zoning board made a few adjustments. So we sent it back to them for the final text. And then there was a poll application at 11596 Walker Road on the 24th of April. And that's it for zoning.
There's a couple things for zoning that I've asked them for. I've sent a couple emails, and one being the data center site over here on 104, near direct 104. As they go through that application process, if they, I know they're already studying for the data center for our moratorium, but if there's any kind of opinion they could give on that process. From what I understand, they just turned down zoning on that project. in Commercial Point. But still, I want to proceed with that. So just so you guys are aware, that's one thing I've asked them to
Do they have any
Study.
authority to
Is that the
Look at
village
the-
or no? I always thought
look
that
at
was the,
stuff from the village or not?
Well, it's in the township, so I'm asking them to please, look at this. How will this
But I mean,
impact
has the property been annexed?
the property has been in.
oh, then you should.
Okay. right.
We can still give an opinion,
Okay.
from the township. Well, I guess that's one thing I've asked them to look into, because it affects all of our township residents. As everybody knows, a massive, nearly 500-acre data center development will impact the township greatly. So anything we can do to contribute to that discussion, I'm all for it.
All right,
But that's the only thing I had for zoning.
moving on to roads. Do you want to read the road report?
You go ahead. I don't have it in front of me.
All right, daily work performed. They mowed and trimmed the grounds at the shop in Beckett Cemetery twice. They followed up on 2 complaints per trustee Wolf's request. They picked up a mini excavator to dig headstone foundations in Beckett Cemetery and returned it to the rental facility the same day. They built and set 5 concrete forms in the cemetery. Poured 4 yards of concrete on April 23rd to finish headstone foundations. They stripped them all off and topped off graves the following day. They patrolled the township roadways several times for high water, down trees, twisted signs, and litter. They took delivery of the new Kubota mower. They mowed and trimmed the Walker Cemetery and Southern Point. Updated software on the 2 small dump trucks. Straightened several signs due to wind damage. Picked up and installed a new door on the skid loader, which I'll go into that here in a second. Future plan is to have all the township roads mowed by Memorial Weekend, berm and fill some potholes, and a crossover pipe needs a more permanent fix on Graham Road. I believe you guys have that in your pavement repair list that you're working on.
Yeah.
The skid loader door, they had an incident back here 2 days ago. Randy was operating the skid loader and something happened with the latches on the bucket where it latches it to the loader, and he was doing something and it came off and busted the front window out of the backhoe. They called me. I had him send Randy for a drug test per
Absolutely.
our policies and
Mhm.
procedures manual, and then I called and got prices. The new door was $3,334 and some change. They went and got it the next day and installed it, and Terry is working on turning that into claim for the insurance. We have a $2,500 deductible, but we would get some of it back from our risk management group with Otarma. And I have not heard back from the drug test because of something that's in play. The results, we're going to go to Chief Klein and he would forward them to me, and I'll forward them to you guys once I get them.
Okay.
But he has not received them back yet.
I have no
Um,
doubts on that one.
So the other thing
Clean as a whistle.
to do with roads, and we need to make a decision on for Terry. I got a message this morning. The dump truck that we ordered in January that was supposed to be here in November is done. They're delivering it next week. The remaining cost to the township is $107,000.
768.
107,768. So we have money in a couple different funds to pay for that. My suggestion, because you said we had about 100,000 in the vehicle section of
Permanent improvement.
permanent improvement.
Yeah.
So my recommendation, and I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, my recommendation is take 50% of it out of that fund and 50% of it out of the appropriate line item in the general fund. That way it doesn't take a large amount out of either one
Right.
of
We
the
still have a
funds.
cushion in the one, and
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
50% out of road improvement.
The permanent improvement fund has a line item for vehicles. And that receives money every year from the JED.
Mm-hmm.
So take 50% out of the vehicle line item and permanent improvement, and then 50% out of
General.
general. we have a line item in there for vehicles in general?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this doesn't impact like our roads budget.
No,
No, not at all.
no.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good solution for this.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear they got the dump truck about ready.
They actually said, when he messaged me this morning, they're gonna deliver it next week.
Oh, okay.
I noticed we also got the Kubota mower out there.
Yeah, that was
Paul
on
out
Paul's
there
report.
trucking along.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't received an invoice for it yet.
they were supposed to be,
Okay.
cause the guy called me from Greens asking about being ready to deliver the mower, and
Mhm.
he said he'd been trying to call you, and I gave
He
him
got a
your cell.
hold of me, yeah, but
Okay.
they haven't got me an invoice yet on that
Okay.
mower. So if you hear anything, tell them to send me a bill.
Okay, we will
I'll
do
see
that.
Paul tomorrow. I'll let him know too if he hears anything also.
Cause there was an issue with it when they delivered it, the gas gauge didn't work,
Okay.
and they had to send somebody out and repair it. So do you need a resolution for that funding?
Yeah,
I would
that would
say
be
so.
best.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yes.
So I'll move that we have the fiscal officer pay for the upfill and the new dump truck, 50% out of the vehicle line item and the permanent improvement fund, and the other 50% out of the motor vehicle line in general.
Second.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes.
it's red, isn't it?
white.
Right.
Here, they sent me pictures today if you guys want to scroll through them.
Well, at least it'll match the other white one back there now.
How's the we're gonna get a decal on there too, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
they
seen the
come and letter
design.
everything. Yeah.
Well, they said they're gonna wait till it warms up and do the
Yes.
this door.
I've been working to get that door done. And I was gonna send him another email today to ask
There you go.
when, and I forgot
Oh,
to do
nice.
it, but I will get it. I've sent several of them. So I want to do the whole door.
Yeah,
Everything,
nice.
it's all mismatched.
Yes,
mismatched.
well, it's the lettering starting to come off of it, so.
They probably should do the whole door, Terry.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good idea, Ralph.
No, I didn't hear you say you're gonna do the whole door. I thought every year you put another name, a couple of years.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yep, I've been working on that to get it done.
yeah.
Thank you.
And then you guys asked about a sign for the front of the township building.
Yeah,
a
the
month or
domain's
so ago.
wrong.
Yes.
Old domain.
Yeah. The place that I've been working with for the truck lettering and the door does aluminum signs and, they don't do, it's not wood. I think maybe it's polyurethane or something that's.
They
so-
can do it though.
Where do we get
Could
this
they
sign
do it
from?
in aluminum or some
Yeah,
other-
it can be done. They do aluminum signs.
We're gonna remove that other one in the yard.
Yeah, the domain name is wrong.
Well, where do we get it from?
It was bought.
Maybe
Angie
with
ordered it, I think.
Huh?
Angie ordered it, I think, a long time ago.
What's
Oh,
it
I
made
don't
out
know
of?
who that is.
I haven't even
It's
gone out
plastic
there.
sign.
Plastic.
I don't. Oh, I didn't know who that is. It's been up
So,
there that long.
If you guys, yeah, it's been up.
It still looks brand new.
It,
Well, that's why they went that route when they bought that. I think she ordered that sometime in the 2 years where I was not a trustee.
Oh, okay.
so if you guys are interested, I'll check on prices.
Yeah,
for-
yeah,
Do you want
absolutely.
aluminum or do you want?
Something that kind of same thing.
Yeah, price them both.
Lasts a long time. So
Yeah, poor Terry.
whatever they did there,
Add more to your list.
I got something else on there.
Okay, good.
This is something I talked to Paul about earlier,
Mhm.
but at Walker and Gibson, there's a guardrail there that goes right in front of that pond. And it was put in a while back, maybe 5 years ago. There's
On the Gibson Road side?
yeah,
Okay.
right before you turn where Walker jogs.
Yeah.
And the guardrail dies into the ground, which is it's a big concrete pad.
Mhm.
And that thing has been completely washed out around it. Apparently, there's tons of broken pieces of tile, clay tile, where the backfill, clearly they hit a tile when they dug that thing out. And when it rains, it just pours out of there. The resident,
What did Paul say we could do with it?
well, he's gonna come look at it.
Oh, okay. No, that's good.
But
Absolutely.
it'll be a problem. I took a stick about 3 foot long and
I wonder if we put some riffraff or something over it.
that needs dug out and figure out where that tile's running. Man. It's
Oh.
just the
Tile's
more it
probably
rains, the
running
worse it
down to the
is.
creek. But I mean, that's just my assumption, but
Yeah, get with Paul
Are you
and see
wanting
what
to-
Paul says too.
try to take the guardrail out or what?
Well, we'll see his expert
That
opinion of it,
guardrail
but-
was put in there, when we did that phase of the road, those guardrails were put in to, US Department of Transportation standards.
Hmm,
That's
'cause
why
of the
there's so,
GP or the BWC.
yeah, and that's why there was so much guardrail right through there is we had to go with federal highway
Guidelines for it.
guidelines for the guardrail.
So it could actually be removed. Is that what,
Mm.
is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm not suggesting. I mean,
No.
that's why it was put in there to meet
So it's,
why it's there.
Federal Highway Safety Administration guidelines.
is it because of the pond or something? Because it's not.
It's because of
turn or
it's
nothing.
because of the grade and that creek there. The guardrail had to be so far back from the bridge and everything. Because I mean, that section of the road there was an ungodly amount of money we had in guardrail.
Hmm.
I mean, it was, if I remember right, I think we had over $100,000 in guardrail on that phase.
Just that
Yeah.
one little section.
Right.
Well, it
Well, the
was,
bridge
it was on
too,
the other
yeah.
side of Walker too,
Okay.
where it comes clear up into Swally's yard.
Hmm.
That was all that, and it was something about the ditch not being transversible and everything, and they required us to put that guardrail in.
Hmm.
Cause it's on the other side, on what used to be Mike Rose's property, clear down there almost to the corner.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just want to look at it with them, and yeah, like I was saying, I took a 3-foot stick that was laying there, and it's like a cavity. under
Well, and it
there.
might be something to look at too, before
Road repairs.
the other stuff. I'd actually looked at that, culvert there under the intersection where the big hole is on the south side of
Mhm.
Walker, about putting a catch basin in there, and then I think that pipe that's under the road is an old metal pipe.
That's what it looks like.
So maybe it's something you fix all at once. You know, put that new pipe under the road, put the catch basin on the south side, and then re-divert your water or redo that tile. Cause if it's an old clay, it's probably undersized anyway. Any of the new road projects,
Mm.
I believe are for tile and the ditches, I believe are getting in 12-inch pipe. So if that's an old clay, it's probably only a 4 or 6
That
inch
tile
pipe.
needs replaced. Yeah. Okay.
So not to put you on the spot, but how long does that? Sue's the one that actually told me
It's
about
in
it.
my yard.
Yeah.
And, I was looking at a lot of people don't want to mention their name, but you seem like you're okay with it. But she sent me a video of it too, and
Yes,
it was.
I mean, it just shoots out of there with big rains.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So, but I am curious because I don't understand how the piping works. It must come down under everybody's yards.
The tile is under the dirt, right?
tile.
And under.
A lot of them old tile were put in to take subterranean water, and then they graded the top surface to take what the tile underneath couldn't handle.
So how does the water get down into that tile?
There's got to be an inlet someplace
Somewhere.
upstream.
Oh,
It could
okay.
be up in Nick and Mary Swally's yard. It could be somewhere where that hole is on the other side of the road.
Mhm.
And a lot of them old tile and pipes, there's no history on them recorded. So you just almost just have to dig them up and find out.
So like with my house,
Okay, so you live in,
I must have tile under my foundation.
okay, so you're in
Would that run
the
into
Reed
that
house?
tile?
What's that?
Like, I
Would her
must
tile
have
run
some
into
sort
the
of
other
drainage
tile?
under my foundation. Right?
Okay.
It takes water away. Would that run down to that tile?
It could run into your pond. It could go,
Okay. I was
depending
just
on
curious.
depending on what the mood the guy was in when he built the house. I mean,
Yeah,
probably back
I
then
didn't
they
know.
ran it the shortest
Mhm.
way to an outlet.
Because when I showed Corey about it,
Yeah.
I just thought
So is the
somewhere
tile
down
on-
the road will be a problem because of it.
Is the
Tile on
tile
her
on her
property?
side of the ditch
Her
or
side.
the
Yeah,
other
it's
side?
my side.
So it's not on the Walker side.
It's on
Yep.
the
It's in my
Gibson side.
yard.
It's on the
But I
Gibson
mean,
side.
it's between the bridge and her house, not between the bridge and Walker.
Yeah, well, it's right.
Correct.
Really, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
really close to her driveway. It's
Yeah,
it's right
but
there.
Between my
when
driveway
you
and
said that, I was thinking the south side of the bridge.
all
No,
closer
the
to
north
Nick's
side.
place.
So
Yeah,
it's closer
closer
to the
to
north
where
side
Walker-
of it.
Dead
Yeah.
ends there.
Yeah, this is closer to her. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's her end closest to her driveway.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just something, if we got to dig down and see. I don't see it getting better.
No, it's gonna keep
washed out
eroding.
bad.
Yeah, it's gonna keep eroding. So yeah, if you want to take Paul out there, maybe see what he says and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just want to make
Absolutely.
you guys aware of it.
Oh,
Sue
no.
was here, so I want to make sure she saw I'm doing something about it.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing the other day. She wasn't home. I got out, and I had already met with her, but I got out and I was looking at it, and she pulled in just the right time. So I'm like, oh, she sees I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
But,
I believe Mr. Maynard looked at that a few years ago.
Yeah, he did.
All right. Anything else for roads?
Yeah, 5636 Boucher.
Uh-huh.
The lady is ready to lose her marbles.
Okay.
She is demanding a flashing stop sign. She sent me this stuff off Amazon. They're 30 inches. They're under $300 now. 2 kids almost ran over today in Southern Point. And then she sends me these videos of people just flying right through the stop sign. I talked to the sheriff's office and they said, we'll try to get someone out there. We can't really park someone there all the time. And I
Yeah.
understand that. But I would like to make a motion to at least do that stop sign area. That's the heaviest with the school buses and all that in Southern Point. And I talked with Paul and Paul said, yeah, they could install it. That
Is
wouldn't
that
be
a
no issue.
Four-way stop or just
Yes, it is a
two-way?
4-way stop. Boucher and Strauser.
So we needed 4 of them.
Yes. And when I looked at them before was in 2019, I pulled up my emails and not 19, it was 23 and they were like $2,000 each. And I think that's when you had came in or something and said, well, they have them cheaper here. Well, then the lady, I said, well, they're too expensive, and she said, well, they got them for under $300 on Amazon. I said, I can't find them on Amazon that cheap. Well, she started sending me the links and they're like $249.
We just need to make sure that they're the appropriate size and
Yes, they are 30 inches.
solar or
They're solar.
okay.
Yes. And Paul, I talked with him in length about it, and he said, and I told him I'd bring it up tonight to see if we can get it approved.
Okay.
Because she's been coming down to my house pounding on my door.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I mean, she's nice, don't get me wrong, but I mean, she is terrified that a bus is gonna wreck into a car that runs the stop sign. So, and it's a safety issue at this point.
I think he's got a question there, Ron.
Yes.
I have a question, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there, you would know, you live there, is there a children's play sign or children crossing, a bus stop sign there already?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids there in the neighborhood. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm all for it. I just,
Oh, that's
I-
great.
is there?
No, it's
I'm not
great.
for public
No.
safety, right?
She comes to my house again. I'm giving her your address to come down. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but it's for
but
safety.
to Ron's point, I mean, we get stuff, and my son actually told me this. Stuff on Amazon didn't used to be stuff like it used to be. You order a name brand something, and it can be Chinese made.
Well, I'm not talking about Temu or Temu.
Well, no, I'm
Whatever
talking
it
about
is, yeah.
Amazon. Like you wouldn't believe.
Oh
how
no,
much
when it first came
junk.
out, for sure.
Now,
Yeah.
No, now it's gotten worse.
Oh. Well,
so
Terry's
we wanna-
ordered a lot of stuff off Amazon for the township.
For office stuff.
Well,
yeah,
right,
like
it's-
that sign and stuff. But,
Yeah.
so I would want to make sure it's something that maybe the county could tell us. I mean, we don't want to pay top dollar like they're paying, but and
Right.
the other part of that is I want something that lasts, that doesn't become a headache.
Absolutely,
Where she's
right.
knocking on your door, it's not blinking again. Well,
Yeah.
every 2 seconds it don't blink.
Yeah.
But
I feel her concern though.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely. I mean, people fly through there. I
Yeah.
remember even when there was ice and snow flying down through
Oh,
there.
yeah. They're following you going in the middle of the road.
Yeah, going the wrong way. You told
So
me
do
to
you
go the
wanna-
wrong way.
Right.
Do you want to get quotes from Paul Peterson again?
Hey, Ralph.
Yes,
that'd be a
ma'am.
good idea.
Because I do kind of know the area as well.
Yeah.
You said it's solar. There's not going to be any trees to deter the solar power.
No, there is not.
Okay.
Not on that intersection, ma'am.
Okay.
But other part of that, should we have some kind of
Well, there's a company we've ordered signs from before, and they have solar also. So that Amazon was just an example. We don't have to get it through Amazon.
I'm not moving on from buying them.
Uh-huh.
Should there be some kind of traffic study so that we have something to cover our butt when somebody says, well, what about my stop sign? They're flying through mine now too. And then all of a sudden everybody in the neighborhood of the township's asking.
And that
for the
was
same
just part of
thing.
the reason we didn't buy them before, because we didn't want to spend $30,000 or $40,000 on stop signs.
Right. But they're much cheaper now. I mean, like the one over here by Pettit's, that's not ours, but I mean, it's nice. It has the flashing stop sign right there. I mean, I just think it's a nice feature to have, but especially the largest subdivision in Pickaway County and the craziest thoroughway right there is like the most dangerous. So
No, I agree, but
Yeah.
is there, I mean, I'm just asking the question, is there a way to have the county or ODOT or somebody say, hey, we know this is a problem, people are flying through this thing, or even the sheriff just say, hey, you guys, a letter that says, you guys really should think about
Oh,
doing
they've been out
something
there
here."
multiple times. They've
Something
set their
in
vehicles
writing,
there.
You know,
Yeah.
say that way when people ask, why did you do it here? Why can't you do it here? Well, this is why. You know, we have this
Well,
letter.
if someone has a request, we'll go and assess that. But I mean, I don't foresee us being the township of solar stop signs. But I mean, if there's some big, huge request, I have no problem going and seeing what the request is and all that. So,
Well, that's what is the assessment? Like you just said, if somebody makes a request, we'll go out and do an assessment. Who's doing the assessment?
I don't know if there is an assessment for.
Right.
Other than just us, because they're not
Well,
going to
we're
do
the
it too much.
trustees.
Like,
Well,
that's
I
not
mean-
the assessment we want to gauge our actions
Wait a
by.
minute.
I was
Keith,
gonna say, like,
hang on a minute. Keith had his hand first.
Oh, it's been probably 15 years ago, Monica and I, we did Valley View, all their street signs and stop signs, yield signs and everything, the whole community. And so we had to go through and actually another company started and they messed up the contract, so we came and finished it all. There's a lot of problems that happens, like you said, 30,000, whatever. People's gonna say, hey, I want this done, I want this done. Okay, we can use this here, and then the scope starts creeping out.
Yeah.
And then the capacities of the batteries to charge them things, you know, with the winter months and stuff, you gotta get something that's gonna be able to handle it
Mm-hmm.
in the lower, you know.
Right, and the temperatures.
Cause there's a lot of stuff out there that looks good, but in reality,
It's not.
And that's a good point. Okay, I'll give you an example, Ralph. Speed bumps. Sounds like a great idea. But there was a town, and I can't remember the name, the residents demanded speed bumps be put in. They put them in because the people were flying by. And then it wasn't long, those same residents demanding the speed bumps because people were flying were demanding they be taken out because every truck that has a ladder on the top, boom, 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 waking them up in the middle of the night. So the flashing of the lights, is that going to be right in people's window all night? Like there may be residents right by those stop signs that won't like that red light flashing in their kid's window, keeping them up all night. Now my kids, they love it because they love lights on through the night. Turn the light off, they can't sleep. I don't know why, but-
I'm not saying, I agree with what you're saying too, but, living back there as well, I mean, and this isn't putting you in it, cause I know you're on the HOA, I'm on the COA, so it's completely different.
I'm on the HOA. Yeah,
I
go
thought
ahead.
you were, sorry if you were
They
not.
put me on it, but
That's
yeah.
the homeowners and that's the condos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
condo
We have
side, yeah.
4 back there.
Yeah, we have
There's
4 different associations,
back
yeah.
there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, the COA, we're all private, but if the HOA funded it with approval from the township, like, what about that?
That
Like,
sounds like a lot better solution. Not only the money, I mean, that's not much of, but just the fact that
But it's township
they'll
roads.
deal with the complaints if there's any.
It's
because
township roads though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, if they came and got approval from the township to put those in with their funding, you know, if that's okay with you guys,
We'd
I
have to-
know they have excess, they have reserve funds for things like that. They have to.
Yeah.
Well, just the
But
management of it beyond, like,
Well, and that's something we'd have to check with
that would
our
be,
council about to
yeah.
see what the legalities are and.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll run it by Pete first, our legal, and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Man,
that's actually a good idea. I mean,
Because,
have
I mean-
HOA pay for it, and
Right.
you know, if there's funds there.
Right.
Yeah.
But then getting the okay from the trustees to
Right,
say,
right.
yes, you have approval to do this with qualified signs, the right size.
We'll put them in or something,
Yeah.
the road crew, you know, because they put the other signs in for the township, but yeah.
Yeah.
And let them have the burden of the cost.
Right.
Might not hurt to ask the county engineer for his input
Supplier.
on it too.
Yeah.
Okay. When I talk to Mullins, I'll talk to him about that too.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna add,
Uh-huh.
and I do think you deserve that stop sign. Kim, that was a great idea. Corey, I'm with you on a traffic study, because if we're gonna start handing out stop signs, I live on Gibson, and I speak probably for everyone that travels on Gibson, lives on Gibson. The bridge is a 1-lane bridge. I am so sick of, are we gonna stop at the top? Are you gonna stop at the top? Or am I gonna stop
Oh,
at
it's
the
a
top?
nightmare.
Yeah.
Now we have AEP traffic coming up and down Gibson. They have no idea. They're trying to get from one end of Gibson to the other just to go back out to 104 to service the lines that they're doing. So we have people that fly in the dip, and you're waiting at the top, and you're like, please God, just stay on your side of the road. So if there needs to be flashing signs, there needs to be 2 on the ends too of that, because people.
Sue, how many
cannot-
times you been down that bridge and
I
somebody
always
just?
wait
People-
because
I do
you
too.
can't trust who's coming.
No,
And there's a
exactly.
driveway,
Don't
and
slow
there's a
down.
driveway down there. I mean.
And
I'm
if you're
okay
not
with-
used to the area either, like the utility guys and
Yeah,
those
no,
trucks, like,
they don't.
yeah,
They
they
wait
don't.
from lunch or whatever.
Right,
just
they
come
don't
barreling
But
understand.
down.
I was thinking also with the HOA buying them, that would alleviate you guys from getting the
Yeah.
calls saying,
Yeah.
well, why don't I get them? How come they got, that would, they pay for
Because
it
the
themselves.
HOA
Simply
funded it.
requested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted?
I have a question, kind of comment
Mhm.
about the liability of getting a cheap sign and then the thing goes out in the middle of the night, someone runs it. Like, well, that flashing light wasn't going off. And then they're
it'd
saying.
be a liability.
And then they
Yeah.
get a lawyer and say, you guys got a cheap Amazon sign and, you know, so.
Oh,
then get.
I didn't even
county
think of
and
that part.
township
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's actually a
talking
good,
about what
yeah.
is the approved flashing
Right,
light sign
right.
that's everybody's on board with. And
Yeah.
might cost a
Slippery
little bit
slope.
more money, but there may
Yeah.
not be a lawsuit down the road.
Right, right. We'll clear it with our legal
Yeah.
to make sure. Yeah, and that's a good point, though. Yeah.
Do one of you guys want to look into that? Do you want me to look into it? How do you want to proceed?
It's Ralph's baby. He's the one getting the door knocked on.
Pete never returns my emails. I'll be there tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pete, if you're watching this. No, I'm kidding. It's your office.
Forgot them
No,
candles.
I'll send him a nice email and say, hey, here's what it is.
Yeah,
And
you might check with the prosecutor too, or use
Okay,
them
yeah.
because that's going to be a county.
County engineer right there.
I got
Well,
it.
the prosecutor is going to be a county issue and county traffic laws stuff. So
Okay.
you
I'll check with all those entities
okay?
before the next meeting.
All right. The only other thing for roads, did you gentlemen get the email from the lady about the parking in Southern Point?
Yes, around the curve there on
Oh,
Stevens.
yeah, with the buses
Yeah, the
and stuff.
buses and all that. There's 4 F-250s on that one side, and they never move them.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
real hard
one
for
we
them to
plowed
see. Yeah, and like,
Never-
yeah, that's another.
That's on what street?
Stevens. If you go down, say you're turning off of McCord, the first left is Stevens. Right around that curve, it's right there. You
Okay.
can't miss it.
So what? I just
She
briefly
is
read the email.
requesting that we put signs up to say only parking on one side of the street. That helps the school buses too. Mr. whatever his name is there or whoever. The guy in charge of transportation for Hayes called and said the same thing, said something needs to change. And I'm like,
Teeters? Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, I walked 3 miles up that hill to get to the school bus, you know, but they want to stop right in front of everyone's house.
So, and we need to check into that because there was something before, and I can't remember what it was, is why there was parking allowed on both sides of the street. Because we looked into that once before, because we were looking at, we could, and I've checked, we could do no parking one side of the street during snow emergency, but there was some reason I'll have to look, 'cause I was thinking there was a reason why we couldn't do like the whole street all the time.
Maybe you're thinking that Drummond over there on the condo side, we can't even get a fire engine down that
No,
thing.
but there was something And I can't
On
remember.
HOA side, got it. On the
Yeah.
township road side of Southern.
Yeah,
Point. Got
and
it.
I can't remember if it was something done in the original language when it was built or what, but
We tried doing parking on one side of the street in one area in Southern Point years ago, and we've actually voted on it. And then the two of the trustees that was on the board with me changed their minds.
I'll check with the county prosecutor with that also, and
Okay.
the county engineer, because they may have more insight also.
Yeah.
What's the consensus in there? Like, is he the only one, or have you got?
Oh, there's multiple people.
They want it
The
to go to
people
one
that are
side.
parking the F-250s are complaining. I'm like, these are your F-250s.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
the way to approach this isn't one side or the other. It's time. Like, is there any? I mean, we're just a statutory township, so we're kind of limited. Not kind of. We're limited in many ways, but can a vehicle be parked so long in one spot before it's?
HOA says it has to be tagged, has to have the wheels pumped in, and it can't be there more than 4 days in a 4-day period without it being moved.
And what are these things been there?
Oh, they move them
Oh, they do move.
3 inches up and back.
Oh,
Yeah, because I had the deputy guy come out and he marked the tires one time for the HOA, and sure enough, they moved them 3 inches up. Then they came back the next 48 hours, moved them 3 inches back. So
Does the HOA have jurisdiction to?
it's township roads.
I know,
So,
but
I don't think
for
they
that-
have any enforcement jurisdiction.
no, they don't own the roads. So,
but
like, we
they
have
do
no
for-
say so on the condos because those are privately owned streets. So,
I will tow a car with a heartbeat.
but she's on the condo side.
All right, so you're gonna look
And
into
on
that
the
also.
board.
Mhm.
So that's where Nancy learned
Absolutely.
that from.
Okay. All right, moving on to cemeteries.
Cemeteries, we have a burial on
The 12th.
the 12th, yeah, at 1 p.m. And we got like the road, the groundskeeper said that all the foundations are done. A couple of the stones are already on, so that's it for cemeteries.
All right,
Paul was saying there's one in section 1, huh?
that's
Yeah.
the one on the 12th.
Be tough.
Oh, he's scared of section 1. It's all right. They have a headstone. Jesus.
That's the
Because
oldest
there's
section.
some that
It's
we
just
don't
a
have the whole map of it. so-
Cremation burial, right?
Yeah, it's a cremation
So it'll
burial.
be a smaller.
Smaller
Yeah.
resting place.
All right, Webmaster, you have anything to report?
Just a little bit. I had been working with Terry. You guys had requested emails for the zoning
Uh-huh,
board and
yeah,
everything
absolutely.
like that. And I think when I had some health stuff going on, Terry's been super busy as well. That kind of, I had emailed and we got a little bit lost in the shuffle, but I think our city IT is working along hand in hand
Mm-hmm.
to get that set up for him. Your Facebook page is set up. I even had other people asking how I was able to not let people comment. So they're asking me how do you do that, and I had to go in and show them how to do it. I
Was
haven't.
that Scott trying to find out how to stop people commenting?
It should be.
Stop the
There was
Nazi
actually
comments,
Mayor Geiger on some of the stuff she has.
Mhm.
She's like, I can't figure out how you did that, and I showed her, and because there's some things like with the township, with the village stuff. So
Or
I
the
was
food
just
truck festival stuff.
yeah,
and
like the simple things like that. There's no need for comments on little posts or
Right.
things like that. Everything that has gone up has been as a picture or as a directive from Terry. You've got about 60 followers so far, and I share it around the communities every so often about the YouTube page, and the meeting times and dates are on there as well. So I did have a question on it too, though, if it would be okay with the trustees to, like, if there's a holiday like 4th of July or something like that, like just to say happy 4th of July in a picture form, no comments allowed, but like just showing like patriotic
Oh, I
or
got some 4th of July pictures.
Merry Christmas
I don't have
or
a
anything
problem.
like
What about
that.
the
I do.
250 thing?
We made a
250
motion
as well,
strictly
all that kind of stuff.
meeting
Terry, I think,
times.
was working
Huh?
on
We
some
made-
things.
Well, no, go ahead. I didn't
I'm sorry.
hear you.
I'm sorry.
I
I
want to hear
wasn't
what you said.
listening. I apologize.
No, we're cutting you off.
Oh,
We'll just say
okay.
that.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. No, so it was just like if I was permitted to post on certain holidays, just on behalf of the trustees and stuff like that. Not on behalf, but like from the Facebook page. That was just I just didn't want to overstep.
So what was our original motion? It was to post meeting dates and other
Times.
pertinent.
Period. Or anything that we would put officially on the website, such as
Correct.
hiring, road improvement notices, things like that, but that's it.
Not 4th of July stuff, not our independence.
No.
No holidays?
And which that's
What
why
about the 250 thing? Everyone keeps talking about.
Well, we passed an official thing with that.
okay.
To support
Could
it.
she put that on it?
I mean,
Or no?
I mean, per our
We're-
motion.
We're putting them on the
strictly-
website though, right?
If
We're
we
plan-
make,
yeah.
we'd have to make a motion for each
Oh.
time to do that. I think. I mean,
I can't remember what was all.
they're supposed to send us a flag. I don't know if we.
Yeah, yes, that's all been taken care of.
Okay.
We
Oh, it
should
is?
get one, yeah.
Well, our question is, do we got to change that motion to have at least the 250 thing on the website, or just leave all that off and just have township business and that's it?
That's up to you guys.
I mean, I really think it needs to stick to township business. That's a slippery slope when you get into, those kind of things that they could be. That's just
On
That's
the
just my
township,
feelings
on the
on it.
website and the Facebook
the
page? or just-
Facebook. Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with doing it on the website if we put, when you're coming up on Memorial Day or you put
Yeah.
something on there just for Memorial Day or Independence Day or Christmas, say Merry Christmas or something like that on the website.
Or Happy
just,
Holidays.
Just a,
Happy
just a
Holidays.
greeting. I mean, are you okay with
Merry
that on the
Christmas
website?
and happy holidays.
happy holidays, happy New Year.
Well, I don't think. Are you asking about the website or just the Facebook?
Either.
Yeah.
And
If we're gonna keep the Facebook page official, do that, but I mean, I don't see any problem putting it on the website.
Especially
Just
the
some type
250
of a
thing,
holiday
yeah.
greeting.
No, I think the 250. I mean, that's something you
Yeah,
see in
absolutely.
the county and the state, I guess. But
I mean, I don't have a problem doing it
State,
on the
yeah.
website for any of the holidays.
Yeah, me either.
yeah, but anything that goes on that we have to approve individually. Hey, we want to put this. Or even if she brought an idea, the trustees need to approve it prior.
Hmm.
Do
We
you have
didn't
a
do that
certain
before.
certain one that you're thinking of?
Memorial Day's coming up.
So she's asking, you're asking, can I put a Memorial Day graphic on
Yes.
the Facebook page?
Yes.
So
I was
to
I
me,
was
it's
not for the Facebook page. I'm for the website.
Right, the website. Yeah.
Are you asking for that too?
She said either
Yes.
one.
Either one, yes.
So yeah, I mean, I would want to see it first.
Okay.
But we didn't have to vote before when you did the website. I mean, I'm just saying.
We never put stuff like we never.
Okay.
There was
Oh,
nothing that
that's-
you had
yeah,
to.
that's true.
this
That's
is-
true.
We made the motion to stick strictly with township business on the when
On the
we
Facebook
started
page.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
So.
You want to bring us some samples next meeting of what you'd like to put on?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
if you want to do 2 or 3 or 4 holidays
Yeah.
For
ahead.
the rest of the year, just bring what you have.
Yeah.
I mean, a good way to do
That'd be
it,
good.
and I'd be happy to make a motion like this. Okay, I'll just make the motion. I make the motion that the management of the township Facebook page will be by recommendations of either the trustees or webmaster. Upon that content, it's emailed to all 3 trustees, and it's required that all 3 trustees say yes, reply with yes prior to.
We
it being
can't
posted.
reply. That's township business. We had to be in a meeting
Yeah.
and have a
Well,
posting.
we're not negotiating with each other.
We're
We're
not-
informing her. It could even be separately. She reach out to
Yeah.
me.
Well, it can be
I
separate,
don't know.
Are you talking about the Facebook page
Yeah.
or the website?
I mean, that's probably your main.
Facebook page or the website?
The website gets,
Not everybody's on Facebook.
Yeah.
yeah, there's gonna be a
It's 2027.
much more people on Facebook than getting on that website.
2026.
Yeah.
Like if you're not on Facebook,
Well, I'm not. Just for the reason.
right.
It
Well,
was going to be
send
a
us-
mirrored image.
Yeah,
on
just-
both.
just
so
send
it'd be
us-
like whatever would go one would go the other, but it would be very simple. But I'll send you an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, usually the second meeting of the month, I most likely will not be here. They
Okay.
have a ladies auxiliary meeting,
Okay.
and I'm part of that now. So
Okay.
Just send us examples and we'll discuss it in our next meeting. Then
Yeah,
we'll give you an
absolutely.
answer.
absolutely. Yep. That's it. Thanks.
Thank
All right.
you.
Dion, did you have anything for tonight?
Dion?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you don't have anything. Captain Andrews is turkey hunting, so there's no report. All right. Moving on to old business, the new road employee. How did you come with that?
Yeah.
So we've emailed everyone. I decided to go ahead and email everyone that applied.
Okay.
And then to confirm whether they have a CDL or not, because I could just see us going through that list and missing somebody, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
not scheduling the interview, and then say, "Oh, I did have a CDL." So I asked them, please reply by Wednesday next week, whether
Okay.
or not you have CDL and if it's active.
Okay.
And several of them already have. I think 7 of them. So I'm asking you guys, when would you like to do those interviews? Because I don't want to wait till
Last week.
the next meeting. So-
Yeah.
So,
It's been 2.5 months. Are you asking them if they have a job yet, or they still want to come and work?
well, if they're going to reply that they
Okay,
have
well, no,
CDL,
that's
or
fine. Yeah,
tell
yeah.
them,
Sooner
that's
than later,
still
I
showing
mean,
interest.
yeah.
So,
I
May,
mean, May is tomorrow, so
yeah.
because I don't want to wait till the next meeting to schedule that. If you guys give me a window, I can go ahead and
So
schedule.
you ask them to reply to you by the 6th,
Yeah. It's next Wednesday. So,
and our next meeting is the 14th.
yeah.
So,
Like, I'm thinking we could do, if they reply by the 6th, we schedule it for the 13th. Or we could do it the night of the meeting, but I'd rather not do it
no,
during the
that's too
meeting.
much.
Everybody,
No. I'm okay with the 11th.
11th, 12th, or 13th works for me. I
11th
believe.
definitely works for me.
okay. Evenings, or,
Oh yeah.
so you want to
From
do
2 p.m. on.
May the 11th?
Yeah, May
starting
11th.
at,
I'm fine with. Let me check my calendar, but I should be all right. Yeah, I'm good from 2 p.m. on. So, and how we would do it, I would imagine, would be setting them every 15 minutes.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a meeting on the 12th in the evening, so I cannot do the 12th.
Oh, I thought you were coming to volleyball with me, Ronnie.
No,
Never again. Not after that first time he went with you.
I've never been to volleyball.
I was Ronnie's coach for a couple of years.
At least not gonna tell anybody. Yeah. So May the 11th, I probably couldn't. I probably couldn't do it till 4.
That's fine.
That's all right
That's
with you
I'm
guys.
just saying I'm available at 2 on. So
5,
4 p.m.
11,
sounds good to me.
26.
And then I'll schedule them every 15 minutes. I think there's 7 of them that
Okay.
have replied so far, but I just wanted to give them plenty of time.
No, absolutely.
I don't want
Let's get
anybody
on this
saying
and
they
get
were
them
left out.
Just-
interviewed and hired.
Just let us know, because, if we end up with 14 of them we're going to interview in 15 minutes apiece,
and Terry has to post.
you don't want to wait
for-
until. No, I don't think we have to post for interviews because it's executive session.
You have
Well,
to post
no,
a meeting.
special meeting.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to post a meeting.
Yeah,
Since we're
absolutely.
together.
Yeah, then we go in executive session and all that, and interviews. So
And that is a question. I mean, are we allowed to do interviews in an executive session?
I think you're supposed to.
yeah,
Because
it's employment.
Well, they're not an employee yet.
Yeah. But you're
Because
interviewing.
somebody had made
We've always did
mention you're
executive
not allowed
sessions.
to, and,
Oh.
and that might be a question that we need to ask Pete. I'm going to clarify that just to make sure.
No, go right
Yeah.
ahead. Absolutely.
But
More importantly, make sure those people respond back and they're available on the 11th.
yeah, well,
And I
told
would
him
tell
was-
them you have 15 minutes. What I would do is I would say your interview's at 4 o'clock. Come in that front door. There's a seat there. Have a seat. We'll call you when you come in. Do not come in the meeting room because we'll be interviewing at 4:15, 4:30, 4:45. So it's important you educate them a little because they may have never been here before. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
but yeah,
think
run
in
it by
the-
Pete
I
too because
think
I've
in the
never heard that.
past, we've allowed a half hour, 15 minutes for the interview, and then
15 for
minutes
discussion.
for deliberation
Yeah,
after
because
the
they're going to
interview.
be sitting there listening to the other guy doing the interview.
Yeah.
So probably 30 minutes each.
30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I'll reach out to, I don't know, maybe Terry could help schedule this stuff with you guys, but I'll do 30 minutes each. And if it ends up being over 7 people, that's going to be getting a little too late. We might have to carry it into another day.
I'm
Or start
Starting like
earlier.
4.
Yeah.
4, 4:30, 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30, 7. We're not talking midnight. I mean, let's get them done.
Unless
you know
it
what I mean?
gets more than 7 people to
You know,
Well, I
reply.
mean, well, if it's
12,
7
15
people, we may have to start
If
at
it gets
3
to be
then.
too much, just set them back for 15 minutes, and then we'll deliberate at the end.
Or even set it back to 20 minutes or something if need be. You know what I mean?
Well, I just knew we weren't going to meet again until
Right.
before then. So I want to make sure you guys
All
were
right.
cool with how I was doing this.
All right. Anything else on that?
Nope.
Summer road repairs. I'll leave that discussion up to you two gentlemen.
Okay, so I talked to the owner of Rose Brothers. He dropped off the packet, and then I talked with Strausser Paving. I have their list. I talked with a gentleman that was going out to assess the roads, see what we sort of needed for repairs, but he canceled. So my idea would be to approve some roads that need it that's under the threshold of $79,000 because we don't need to put it out for bid, correct, Terry?
No.
Okay. And then we pick one of the roads, if we're not too late for the county, to do because they implement that engineering into that. It's a little more, but if they say we're already done for this season or year, then we won't. But there is 7 roads, maybe 6 roads that I looked at.
I believe they told us we went to road certification. I don't want to speak out of turn.
I wasn't there in February, but
I believe they told us that deadline was
Oh, we're definitely past that. You're talking about for next year?
this year.
for this year, using the county road. He's talking about using the county road resurfacing program.
Yeah, we were there the day of the deadline, actually.
Huh?
Yeah, so we're well past that.
Well, then they'll probably email back and say we'll pass it. So
Yeah, I tried there.
that's
and they
fine.
said,
That's
"Nah,
fine.
today's
Maybe
the
they have a
deadline."
little spot open. I don't know, but probably not. So anyway, I believe that we should approve some of these roads so we can
You're talking about to get bids?
anything under 79,000.
He
To get
wants
the
to not
bids?
put them bids. He wants to just
Oh,
award the
yeah,
contracts.
We need to really, that's kind of how it's been done in the past. I've asked for a little advice on this and, yes, say you've already talked to Rose. right?
And Strauser.
Well, that puts us in a little predicament, but I'd have to find 2 other companies and I will bring that envelope in.
Okay.
We'll have it in a meeting. You don't look at mine. I don't look at yours.
That
We'll
sounds
open
good.
them right here in front of the public,
Okay.
compare them. And then
Can you
we'll
get it
decide
done in
from-
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay,
Get
perfect.
ready before
I'm good with that.
I think.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'll do my best.
Well, no, that's fine.
Have an
You have 2
empty
weeks,
envelope
so-
and we'll choose yours.
No,
but-
no, that's fine. See what you can find. Absolutely.
Either that or take your list and put them out to bid.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
if you're wanting to do it that way, but I would like to have,
We have to
compare them, but
if it's under 7, we don't have to put it out to bid, right?
Doesn't have to be put out to bid or for engineering. If it's above $79,000, it should be put out to bid. It has to be put out to bid.
Right. There's a
If you put it
requirement.
out for bid, it needs to be done by an engineer.
yeah, it's kind of semantics. Like if you say this is the bid package, that means you got to get engineering.
asking
But
for
if we're just
prices right
getting
now.
pricing, it's
Right.
a little different.
Well, you don't have to have engineering if it's a bid package because you can bid out anything you want.
I mean, what was you saying earlier, Terry? Like you have to be careful kind of how you
How you present.
present
yes.
this.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
if we hire
we
one
have-
company, not the other, and we have a certain particular things they're doing, township will get sued from the other company saying, "Well, we were going to do that too," but you know what I mean. So the
A
slippery
bid
slope.
package should be done by an engineer, to be honest with
Absolutely,
you,
it should.
because you have certain materials that you're going to use. You have certain depth of asphalt that you're going to use. You need to know if you're going to do any base work underneath the asphalt. Everything needs to be compared apples to apples. If you don't compare apples to apples, then you could get in
Absolutely.
legal problems.
Which we have the apples, like
Yeah.
that list that we both went over
Yeah.
last Friday, plus the things in Southern Point.
Right. This and
You know,
these.
so
Yeah.
as long as you're getting that exact bid and I'm getting those bids, we can do it that way, or we just put them out for bid, like with a list of this. These are the things that we can do that, right? Just these are the things that we want bidded from these select companies. Turn your bids back in by this date, or is that what you're saying? You gotta
Well,
be careful with.
an engineer has to. If we put it out to bid, engineer steps in.
That's a little bit above my pay grade on that one.
Because if we're emailing each of them separately,
Do
instead
you
of
guys
just-
mind if I make a
Yeah,
comment?
I want you to.
Go right ahead, Your Honor.
Last year when we did that project,
Mhm,
it went out to bid and it was Graham Road.
mhm.
What we did, and it was cleared by legal, is we determined that we were going to, and this goes into what you're saying about engineering. We determined that we were gonna mill the road down X number of feet in, X number of inches down. We were going to have them pave with type whatever asphalt, so many inches, compacted so many inches, and then put a top coat on of such and such asphalt done in whatever. And that's how the bids went out. And legal said that was okay because we specified what we were doing,
Criteria, what we
how
want.
we wanted it
Give
done.
me that packet right there.
This
Yeah, the one you have on top.
Strauser?
Mhm.
Well, are you sure you want to see this? You want to bring 2 other
It's the
companies?
same one, right?
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
not- it's the same one we already have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We already got this already. But yeah, like for example, we put it out there, Lane Road. We want pavement planing 1.5 inch, asphalt surface 1.5 inch, 20 foot wide. I mean, as long as we're
That would
sending
be the
that to the
criteria.
same companies
But-
individually.
You don't have the type of asphalt that you're gonna be using, whether there's any ditch work that needs to be done. And you don't have an engineer's estimate. Most bids have an engineer's estimate on there, whether the township wants to go above that or below that.
Hmm.
You need a
Well, that's what
a
we did
specific
last time
price.
is
Yeah, you had an idea of the engineer's estimate at,
Yeah,
or
and
the contractor's estimate
We
at
added
that
so many
time.
percent to it
Yes.
and said the bids
Yes.
can't be above more than 10% above this
Mhm.
number.
Mhm.
But figuring out, well, I'm. gonna get
See,
out.
but you guys would ask, was at the special meeting, you were asking me to put it out. And I'm not an engineer. So that's something that I don't feel comfortable doing because I don't know that the grades of asphalt that you're gonna use or the specifics of it.
Because you're gonna get questions back.
Yes, and I did get questions back on the Graham Road Edge project.
Hmm.
If you put a bid package out, there are contractors' magazines that spread that bid farther than just the Circleville Herald.
Hmm.
And they have questions too. So, and I'm not qualified to answer those
And I
questions.
actually believe that there's a website to the state that you can put them on and advertise to make your bids go out farther.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh,
Shelley
this
Sands,
isn't gonna be
Decker
a
has
little, yeah,
other
this isn't gonna be
companies.
as easy as us deciding right now.
No, not
What
at
do you
all.
think about this, Ralph? We schedule out, today's the 30th. I mean, you're pretty available.
Yeah.
And I am too, so if we schedule, say, 3 special meetings to get, because we can first reach out to these companies,
Yeah.
and it won't be long, but we need to schedule it where me and you can sit here and discuss it and say, okay, this is kind of what we're thinking, and we can narrow that down exactly to what we need bids for on these. Instead, they're saying that's a little too generic, basically, because they're gonna have other things. Well, what about what's the type of asphalt? What's this? What's that? So we can get together and we don't show each other the numbers, but we can at least make sure we're both getting the same exact things bidded from these companies.
So do you want to have it all out to bid?
Well, no, I'm not going back to that. I mean, we're
Okay.
gonna
I mean, I
we're gonna
just wanna make
select say
sure.
4 companies. So Shelley, Strauser, who
Decker.
do you have here? Rose and
Rose
what's the other one?
Brothers and Strauser is who I have.
Okay.
I'm just suggesting worker or companies that did work for the township before is Decker
Decker, that's the other one.
And Shelley Company.
and Shelley Company. Those are 2 primarily they do in our area, so call them if you want. There's two names for you. And then the next meeting we can come together and say, here's these 2, here's these 2, let's review and
Well, no.
Is that what you're
that's
saying?
jumping ahead. No, I think first we need to get together and say this is what you gave them the generic things. What's on those lists. It's
Right.
very generic.
Yeah.
Generic. But we can come together and with those generic things, they're gonna have questions. What type of pavement, what kind of ditch work, all of that.
Right.
And then let's compare, not the numbers. Just compare.
But it sounds
they're
like we need an
bidding
engineer
the
to do
same
that.
exact- well, not really. I mean, this is.
I don't know what the heck the road looks like. It looks black or purple to me if the sun's out. I mean, that's all I know about roads. I'm not being funny, but I would have no idea. I know the chip and seal and tar and all that crap is cheap stuff for the road, and everyone always screams about it. Chip and tar. But yeah, I mean, I have no
Well,
clue.
you're gonna learn as you go through with these 2 companies.
No, I thought these were specifics.
They're not specific enough.
They're not specific enough. Okay, well, see, I didn't know that.
If either or both of you want, if I have a little bit of time, I could drive some of the roads with you.
Oh, Terry,
Done
that'd
this
be
before.
great.
Yeah.
Because you would
Yeah.
know. I mean, I have no clue, to be honest. Like,
Take a look at them and
Okay.
give you my 2 cents, whatever that's worth, and
Yeah, we understand you're not an engineer. We're not gonna hold you.
yes. But I've
to the
done
fire.
road repairs before.
for many years. So, yeah.
So does that make sense now?
Yeah, get the 2
We're
quotes from
gonna
the
have to get
companies. You're
together,
gonna ride
yeah.
with him and see the roads.
But then we're gonna have to meet again to make sure we're both getting the exact bids. And then that final time we meet is where
When
we'll
we
decide.
put it
who
out
we
to
hire.
bid, we're gonna have to say here are the specifications we want.
Well, right now we have those generic.
No, they're
specifications.
generic.
Well, that's where we're starting.
Oh, then we'll start with this.
And
Got
then
it.
when they
Okay.
turn in these estimates, it's gonna be more detailed than
Okay.
that. And then when we have those detailed bids, we're gonna get together. You're not gonna show me your numbers. I'm not gonna show you mine. But we're gonna make sure they're both doing the same thing.
Okay.
Chances are they're not. And we're
No,
gonna
they-
call those
they never
contractors
are.
back
Right,
and
right,
say,
right.
okay,
Yeah.
can you make
I've
sure
said
you
here
include
before,
this?
and one of the contractors was 98,000 more than the other, and he got mad and shot right out that door. I was like, sorry, but yeah, I mean that's how
I mean,
it works.
it's like painting this room. you could get two different painters, and one uses Sherwin-Williams high dollar paint, one uses Benjamin Moore bottom dollar. It's not just painting the rim, you know. So we're gonna make sure they're both using
Right,
that
that's fine.
exact thing, and then
So my suggestion
match
is
apples
call,
to
get those
apples.
quotes, take a ride with Terry in the truck, Terry, you two, and then in 2 weeks we'll talk and we'll set up some special meetings or whatever. So it's
Well,
fine
I'm,
with me.
yeah, I'm gonna get the same numbers based on the same thing we started with. We both started with the same.
The
thing.
same names,
The
same road names.
road names, and what's being done on them.
Got it.
We're both
Okay.
starting with that, which I'm gonna have the same thing. We're gonna
Okay.
meet again.
No,
Make sure apples. To
I think we're
apples,
agreeing.
and get
That's
our
a good
final
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a comment in the back.
Yes.
I just got a real quick question. I know, and everybody knows that I've worked for Ronnie for 15 years.
Mhm.
Every one of your asphalt companies that you just named, I've worked for them.
Is there any others that you would recommend?
Well, if you want to know the truth, the only two that I would recommend is the two that Ralph just said.
Hmm.
Because
Any that's not on the list?
Decker does their stuff and they shortcut people. Kokosing does their stuff. They'll hire Strasser to grind up the roads. So, you know, here I am sitting here running his truck for 15 years, never had no problem with it. And now everybody's afraid, you know, do I turn down jobs? Do I literally look at him and say, "Go, I can't bring this truck on that job site inside of township"?
Yes.
Yes. So you're going to pay me to stay at home and eat? Yes.
Well,
Because I'm getting paid to run his truck.
I mean, that's a question for him, I guess.
No, it's
I
a
don't.
question
I
for
maybe
the
I don't understand the
township.
question.
It's a question for the township.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
camera's
I
catching.
work
Hey,
for
this
Rose
camera's
Brothers.
catching you make them faces too,
I work
Wendy.
for Rose Brothers.
She's looking possessed up
Now,
here.
hold on.
No, I work for
Go ahead, Ricky.
You heard me.
I work for Rose
You're
Brothers.
damn right, I did hear you.
Mhm.
You are damn right, I
And
did.
stop making those faces. It's ridiculous. We're trying to do township
Okay,
business
guys.
here.
Okay. You have one thing to say, Ricky. Another sentence, and that's it.
I work for Rose Brothers. I work for Kokosing. I work for AJ Asphalt. I work for all of them. So that means when they come into Scioto Township and Reed sends me here, Reed Strasser dispatches me. Ronnie don't. Reed Strasser does. Am I supposed to tell Reed Strasser I can't do that job?
I don't know, Ricky.
Ronnie has not discussed
That's
any of these road companies tonight, Ricky.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, right now, the way that everybody's talking is that if I work for him, I can't go out on the job site. Because the truck says Jan Farms Trucking LLC. Which the bad thing about it is Deb owns the company too. And she's not a township trustee. So now I'm gonna be without food. I'm gonna be without a job because I won't be able to go nowhere and work for these companies that you're looking at. I mean, Strasser's one of the better companies. They back up their work. You've done had them on your job site.
Ricky, I wanna make just a little suggestion. I get what you're saying, and I feel for you. It isn't Corey's job to find you work, it is Ron's job and Debbie's job to find you subcontracting work. So,
We are, I'm a broker through
Okay.
Strasser Paving. Strasser Paving has 375 trucks out a day.
how many other
You're a
counties
broker for Strasser
surrounding
Leasings, not
us?
Strasser Paving.
Strasser
Okay,
Leasing.
so- Okay, well, it's not Corey's job to find you work, so you to hammer him right now is out of
I'm
line.
not hammering him, I'm just asking, do I not work?
Okay,
Can
Do
I
I
ask
not
a
work?
question?
According to legal counsel, you can work.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it any different that whatever your relationship was with Strasser, how is it any different that Corey used to be your landlord, you had a private business relationship with him, and he was still appointed to the zoning board, a position that pays, and he was still appointed as the webmaster, a position that pays. He benefited while you two had a private business relationship. How is that any different? How is it any different? When you were the beneficiary, it was okay. But now that you're not the beneficiary, it's just a little bit of a hypocritical double
Ask
standard.
him. I don't have nothing to do with that.
You sure did. You took the position and you took the money from the township.
Don't let her bait you, Corey.
No, that's.
It's not bait, it's
Yeah.
the truth.
Don't let her bait you.
It's not bait, honey, it's
Bye.
the truth.
Don't let
All
her
right.
talk to you.
Whoa.
Okay, guys. We're gonna have order right
Could you
now.
please get us
We're
in
gonna have
order
order
here?
right now, okay, guys? Or we'll just clear the whole room out. So please, let's be quiet. Continue,
This
Ron.
room was really peaceful before a certain individual showed up.
That's enough.
Okay, yeah.
We're
What?
not gonna sit here and
No, the
cast
whole
dispersion.
dynamic did change when she
Okay.
walked in the room. It is the truth. Let
All right,
it be
we're moving
noted.
forward.
Let it be noted.
Anything else for old business?
No, none for me.
My mind's, man, I'm hard to even concentrate on my work now.
Anything else for old
Why,
business?
'cause you got called out on your bullshit?
All
I
right.
get called out on nothing.
You sure did, man.
Moving on to new business. Approve a PO and payment to ESO for $8,318.75.
Second,
Yes.
yes.
What is ESO? I
ESO,
gotta
Fire
try to get my
Department
thoughts
reporting.
together after
Patient
that
reporting
mess.
software for the fire department.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has been looked at by our chief.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
We've used
Yes,
them for
they've-
several
they've
years.
had-
Yeah, yeah.
Reallocation of $3,011.02 from improvement of sites to election expenses in general.
Second,
Yes.
yes.
Election expenses.
Yes.
General.
When the auditor sends us our property tax settlement, they take out certain expenses that the county incurs while distributing that. And once in a great while, they send out a bill for election expenses. So that's what that is. I didn't have money appropriated for that because we hadn't gotten a bill for it for several years. So that's why I had to move money.
So does that
into
money
so I
go
could
to the
pay.
Board of Elections to help offset the cost of the elections?
Probably so.
Yeah.
That's how the county pays their bills.
We both said
Right.
yes. You can discuss it though. I mean, it makes sense. He moved it from the improvement of sites to election expenses in general.
Well, I'm just thinking like,
Mhm.
I'm just curious what that's for, you know? That's
Well,
kind
I've asked that question too, but
of,
we pay,
Yeah.
we pay for election expenses, we pay the auditor, we pay the treasurer, we pay the Board of Health. All of that comes out of our property tax settlement before it is given to the township.
but this is money they're asking,
They're not asking, they're taking.
well, over and above.
Yes.
Right.
I think they've already taken
It's a
it.
That's
mandatory.
already
Just
gone.
They
account
take
for
it.
it as line
Yeah,
items.
they take
But I
it.
just
so.
had to have a line item to pay it from.
Okay. Does the county board of elections have anything to do with that?
The county board of elections who's get the money.
Yeah. And the health department and the
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no way around it.
No.
It's something to question, but we got to keep it moving for now.
Yeah.
So you voted?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said yes.
All right. The last thing on here is road assessment bidding.
We've already discussed it.
That's not on mine. It is on mine, but I grabbed a new copy. So this was the thing, we had Manic Smith Group present to us this past special meeting to do an assessment on all the roads to get that grading from A to F, whatever it is, so we can, for next year, have a priority list. So we're not in the same place we're in right now, picking Terry's brain and, doing what we can to make these bid packages. And one specific question that I asked Brandon with that group was, do you help with RFPs? And he said, absolutely, request for quotes. So it would be nice if we had them right now. We could get that for all of these things before we put out these bid packages. He went over a different levels of services that they do. And the first one he called a Cadillac, it was like $150,000. There's the next one and bottom one like $50,000. And we gave reasons why that would be good to, save the township, not only the long-term costs of engineering potentially, but also they check these things after the work's done. So I'm looking to make a motion to the board to start that bidding process, not to hire their group, but start a bidding process to discuss with other companies just like Manic Smith to get other pricing. Whether that requires a motion or not, I'm not sure. Maybe Terry could help us.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to hire someone, it's gonna.
What about just for getting bids?
No.
So
we didn't need a vote, just getting
No,
bids.
you can have people come in and give you prices and
Right.
their services and doesn't require anything, doesn't spend any money.
Right.
So just between us, gauge, see if you guys would be okay with getting a few bids from these companies. GPD sounds like they're one of them. They would
Oh
be
yeah, I
willing
want to reach out to Lance at GPD. I didn't know they did that actually, but there's another company I've been researching, and in 2 weeks I'll have an update, and we'll see, and we'll apples to apples and see, which is
Yeah.
the best company to go with. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I know Strand is the one that Circleville uses. Which,
Okay.
I've got their contact too.
Oh yeah,
So
Mary
that's
Michelle
3
gave
right
me
there that we know for
Right,
sure.
right,
Plus
right.
who you have.
Okay.
I just don't want us to waste money doing it.
No,
Waste
absolutely.
time.
No, exactly. I agree.
Ron, do you think that'd be something worthwhile?
Well,
you can. No, you can. I mean, this would get us out of any kind of predicaments like this.
I know, but it's about the road stuff, and he's recused himself. Yeah, that's why he's not saying anything. Anything else, gentlemen?
All right. So anything else? Any other new business or anything else to come before the board?
I just want to make a quick statement.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Yes, and nothing against you at all, Ralph. But
yes.
like the last meeting, you asked if I could put something out on my platform on social media. But I just want to make it clear, like I do have a platform, my Facebook page and another thing, but I don't use that for official business. So I'm not using it for township business. I use it for communicating with the township, but I'm not using it for the official.
Got it. No, that's fine.
So that's why
glad
I'm
you
not
clarified
doing
that. No,
that.
absolutely.
If you
Okay.
ask me why, that's the reason
No,
why.
that's good explanation.
That's all I had.
Yeah. Good night, good night.
Oh, I had another thing. The community survey. We never circled back to that, and Holly's probably waiting on an answer for the changes that we wanted to the community survey and all of that.
I thought she was gonna get back with us. We told her what
She
we
was
wanted
waiting
changed.
on us to decide.
Yeah, she was waiting.
Oh.
I have some. I was prepared last meeting, but we never had it
You
on
got
our
a stamp
agenda.
yet, or no?
No,
I'll just say you have
I
to
do
sign
have
the pen
one.
with the deed
Okay.
for the grave.
Do you guys want to just put that on the agenda for the next meeting?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll definitely do that so we can get it out and all that. I know that's something she was wanting done.
And then you have that letter, Terry. I still need to sign that for the Ohio Power.
Yeah, it's laying over there in the office,
I need to sign
in
that.
your, little mailbox.
Are you gonna send that to them, or do you want me to do that?
It says on there that I will, but
Oh,
it's up to you.
Yeah, if you will, that'd be
If you
great.
wanna do it, I don't, do you have the contact information that I can get?
Yeah, I can give it to you.
Ted, hey Ted, can you come here real quick? Nothing official, but is that your handbag or is that a cushion you're holding? Well, that's a cushion. Oh, I thought it was a bag. I think that's pretty cool. I'm a Buckeyes fan. Oh, got it. That makes sense. I'm gonna get one of them actually. At the men's club, they got all those metal chairs. I'm like, ugh. Have a nice night.
We'll see you.
Yeah, we'll see you, buddy. See you, Mr. Klein.
Don't eat too much.
See you, Keith.
All right, we'll see y'all.
Oh, shoot. Oopsie. I thought I was done. Sorry, Terry.
Yeah, I get a settlement sheet from the auditor with the money that they gave us for the property tax settlement. And in that settlement sheet, there are deductions for all of that stuff. So that money is going before the township even sees it.
Right.
Do you want these back?
Yeah, I'll put them up.
Anything else to come before the board?
No.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?